Hello and welcome to the final episode of MMT for 2021, episode 137 with your host, Alexander Lamb.
Hello everyone, well, like Braden said, welcome to the first annual MMT Awards, voted by you, the viewers.
We have say more credible than the Oscars.
We're better than the Oscars. We're coming up.
And just as white.
And before.
Just as white.
Sorry, at least we have a female.
That's a bit of fun.
That's a little bit of fun.
That's a bit of fun. Yes, we have 9 categories that we'll be going out tonight. That we'll run with that. We'll
Taking
be
them out
getting
to
through tonight.
Oh, we're running with it.
We're running with that. We have our regular show too to do in the middle. And
Interspersed.
Something for everyone.
So, do you guys want to start off with our
Who
first
are we
category?
joined by today?
We're joined by people.
Who are we joined by over there? Who's over on the couch?
That's Michael, and that's Christian over there.
Hello.
Oh, and who we got here?
That's Steph, and that's you're Braden.
Ah,
I don't need to introduce yourself to you.
Wow.
That'd be ridiculous.
What an introduction.
Christian, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Michael, how are you? I'm good, thanks. Michael, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Good.
Steph, how are you?
Not bad. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you? Braden, how are you?
I'm all right. If this is anyone's first episode, this is pretty usual.
This is pretty big for the
And
award
this
show.
is the
My
award
sister's
show.
here
This is
too.
a big
This is
episode
Can't
to join
see
in
her.
the first
Look,
time.
look, nerves are on the table tonight, guys. This is big. We got some big
Big things.
things to do tonight.
Big awards to go out.
Big awards to go
Speaking
out.
of big awards, for our first award over there on the couch, Christian.
Because we're a movie show. What's our first award?
Best TV show.
Hey.
All right.
Who are our
Alrighty.
nominees?
And our nominees. Ted Lasso. Only Murders in the Building. Squid Game. Invincible. And Cobra Kai.
This is exciting.
This
There are
is
so
gonna be
many
a
of
tight
these.
The
one.
tension
I
is through the roof.
didn't
Alex is the only
realise-
person here who knows who won because Alex
Okay.
set up the voting.
How's the letter opener working
I
out?
got the letter opener, but I'm struggling. I found a gap.
Seriously,
Wait,
I
wait.
forgot that some of these had come out this year. Invincible
Okay.
and was a
I
big
totally
one.
forgot Invincible was this year.
And I haven't finished Only Murders in the Building.
The envelope
Holy shit.
is open.
Here we
I'm
go.
so nervous.
And the award for Best TV Show goes to Squid Game on Netflix.
okay.
Wow, you printed these
Wow,
out,
oh my
Alex.
Yeah,
God.
no.
That is some quality.
Wow!
There was some production in this.
I thought that was going to
Squid
be
Game.
handwritten.
You know,
inside.
I'm happy for that. Like, can I give full disclosure in my vote? I voted for Squid Game.
Oh, wow, we're doing this, are we?
oh.
We're going to claim credit for the
I
nomination.
mean,
I don't
did.
think the cast or crew of Squid Game are in the audience today. So
No, we're
receiving
So
the
you're
award.
receiving the award is the last.
We'll send it out to them. I'm
we'll,
sure.
we'll send it out to them.
I'm
But
sure they'll
Steph,
thank us.
since you voted for it, did you want to accept the award?
Did you want to say some words on behalf of the crew of Squid Game?
Yeah.
Things you wanted to take
10
all the
years in the
responsibility.
making.
I'm speechless. I didn't have
Wow,
anything
it's
to
not
say.
even-
I can't believe
Not a
I
award
can't
for
believe
you
we
in
won
your
this
speech.
award. I want to thank everyone. Netflix for giving us this opportunity to make this show.
God damn. Well, I mean, it's pretty understandable. It was like the biggest cultural zeitgeist of the year.
Yeah.
Yes, I think Squid Game came out of nowhere really for a lot of people, and it really
It was definitely the
blew it
most-
out the park.
Definitely the most popular show.
So
Yeah.
congratulations to Squid Game.
Well
Very
done.
nice. Very well done.
Well done.
Anyone disappointed with the result?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was afraid
Gotta
two
be
of
honest.
you-
Gotta be
Yeah.
Two of
honest.
you were
What did you,
disappointed.
Toppy? What did you?
I'm mad because I knew all the votes going up. Ted Lasso had it until Squid Game took
Oh,
over.
really?
Ted
I'm
Lasso had
not
it.
surprised.
Where was your vote though?
Ted Lasso.
Close one.
I feel like Ted
But
Lasso
Squid
would have
Game.
won the Millennial Movie Talk votes,
Yeah, it
but
would.
not the popular vote.
Yeah, I mean, look, Squid Game was the biggest show of the year.
Yeah. It was
Netflix's
definitely the
biggest
biggest
show.
thing of the year.
Yeah.
Yep,
But
definitely.
stuff like Invincible never had a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sucked.
It's
It was really
true.
True
good.
cult, isn't it?
Oh, it's a good list of nominees.
It was.
Yeah,
Maybe if Invincible came out on cable.
Yeah, yeah.
HBO.
Yeah. And then to straight into a second award, Steph.
Am I next? Which one am I reading
You're
out?
next. The top one.
The one that
The one that's not like one of the biggest awards we got. Okay.
What is it?
I don't have the letter open.
What is the award,
Oh,
Steph?
no.
The award is for Best Oscar Bait,
Oscar bait.
which I clarified. It's all right, I've got it.
Steph's got
I
nails.
clarified.
She's got it.
From the it's all right, Bella, I got it.
You're gonna read the nominees.
Yeah, I will read the nominees, but
Okay,
I just
cool.
want to clarify the award itself is for the movie that did the best job at trying to win an Oscar.
Yeah.
Right? That's right.
The movie that really wanted to.
Yeah.
Was really shooing for it.
Yeah. The nominees are Don't Look Up, In the Heights, King Richard, Dune, and The French Dispatch.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Big movies.
And then the winner is
The winner is
Dune.
Dune.
Warner Bros.
Dune.
Ooh.
Dune.
I like that you put that underneath. That's such a great
That
little
is such a
detail.
good- I love this.
Wait,
I
what
love
did you
this.
put underneath?
The studio.
Oh,
Guys,
so
guys,
good.
Now,
June, you
look.
want it?
Zendaya was really going for the Oscar in this one.
Yeah. You can tell her 5 minutes of screen time felt like.
I heard someone describe it
Interesting.
as a perfume commercial that was intercut in the middle of the film.
I like that.
Yeah, because
like
I was
that
like,
a lot.
the second they said it, I was like, shit, now I'm never going to be able to see this the same ever again. So shout out to my little cousin who said that because that was brilliant.
That's actually an interesting one. I thought French Dispatch had it because it's just so.
The public
artsy.
didn't.
Yeah,
Public didn't.
I feel like the public aren't so on board with Wes Anderson's stuff.
Yeah.
Like
But they are
that's
on board.
already cornering into a slightly niche market. So
They're on board with sand.
they all
I think-
like
They're on board with sand. I'm happy.
I want to say a bit of the
Timothy's
cast.
got some
Like,
rap-
I
Hey,
think-
June's taken out of its first award of the night, guys.
I think
Dune
Yes.
has taken out its first.
is
award
that
of the night.
foreshadowing what's to come?
I don't remember what got one.
I think Dune would have got the vote mainly for cast and for Hans Zimmer's score. I think that would be
That
Yeah.
score was incredible.
sense.
pretty high points for that.
Yeah, and the ensemble cast, you're right.
And the
that's-
cinematography. Are we not mentioning the cinematography?
I haven't seen it yet, so I
Well,
can't
it is
speak.
beautiful.
Cinematography. There's a lot of things.
There's a lot.
Let's
Beautiful. That's
Yeah.
a very
Honest,
well
yeah.
done movie.
So, what do we have next, Brad?
We have a very special segment of our awards show. It's the final episode of the year. It's like less than a week until Christmas. We've got our MMT Kris Kringle, Secret
Ooh.
Santa.
Now, did we do this? Did we do
so
the names on the
excited.
pre-show?
Pre-show.
We did it on
So
the,
for the
we drew
Patreons, you would
names.
remember
Hi, Jai.
roughly 3-4 weeks ago,
Yeah.
roughly a month, we all chose our names for our Secret Santa.
Can I?
drew
It's
some
the
names out of a
last
hat.
time all 5 of us were together on a show.
Oh, okay, there
Wow.
we go.
This is special.
Wow.
The energy
Alrighty,
is
so
here.
we're all back together. Hopefully, everyone brought their presents.
I'm so
I
excited.
didn't-
And I brought my
I'm-
presents and my presents.
Oh, there we go. Your present
of fun.
is your
My
present.
presence is the present. Oh, you just said
Yeah.
that.
Oh, gosh, darn.
Whatever.
Yeah,
I
by
started saying
second.
it. I'm sorry.
So we have Steph's sister Alexia off screen. She's going to
Yep.
hand out the gifts. I
Thank you so
guess.
much. If you just want to start handing them
So
out
just
like
grab
crazy.
one, whoever it's for.
Let's see who we got.
Who's
Oh, no.
going first?
I'm so nervous. I'm like,
Oh my God,
nauseous
Brayden.
with
All
nerves.
right,
It's
let's
me.
see.
it's gold
We've got
one.
a lovely golden packaging.
Very gold.
It's got a little Santa picture on it.
Just open it already.
It says it's to Braden and it's from Santa.
ASMR time.
Yeah, I was like, that's
Apparently
ASMR
Santa.
going.
Oh yeah, do you really want to open the mic?
Oh, we just
Yeah.
we just got a whole
What
new.
is this?
We got a
Santa
whole new
deniers
audience.
hate him.
This, my friends, is a wonderful Mandalorian drink bottle. Oh, that's actually a sick
Ooh.
design. I won't lie. When I saw
Hey,
the
turn it a
top,
little bit more.
when I saw the top,
That's quite nice.
when I saw the top, I was like, okay, this could be anything. And then that's actually really nice. It's a
That's
nice bit
very
of
cool.
line work there. I'm gonna take one very quick guess, and because otherwise it's gonna take forever. Alex, is this from you?
It's not from me.
Insulated for the hot summer, Australian summer.
Do we want the Secret Santa? Reveal yourself.
Well,
Oh, no,
if we
not
do
yet.
that, then through process of elimination,
Ah.
whoever goes last,
Secrets,
will
we'll
know.
wait. We'll do it
We
again.
will wait.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Alrighty. Next one.
Thank you to whoever got me that.
That's a very
Oh,
cool gift.
me.
I actually quite like that.
Is it me? Oh, it's me.
Oh, the wrapping.
Oh, the wrapping is
Oh, it's got a ribbon.
Very good
immaculate.
wrapping.
I feel like that.
Shame is just gonna.
Ah,
Just gonna rip it, just destroy
Just
it.
really get
Who
in
looks
there,
the most
Michael.
hurt by him pulling it apart?
quickly.
I wasn't looking. I was too busy trying to get it off. Alrighty.
this first revealed Michael got himself.
He's really treating himself.
The portrait of himself.
I'll accept it. It's a Let's Make Dumplings book.
Hey.
This is me in a nutshell.
That's great.
I love dumplings. So
You are a
you know what?
dumpling.
I'll
He's a
back
dumpling
this.
fiend.
Um,
One could call
now
him
the
a dumpling
question
king.
is
Oh, should we save this to the end?
what?
The
guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll save the guess to the end.
Okay, that's a good shout. It's a
Is
good
it 'cause
shout.
he's
Who we
gonna
got
gu-
next?
He's going to
Who we got
guess.
next? We passing down the line.
Oh, me.
Who's this going to?
Oh.
It's Alex.
Nice small one.
Oh my god, it's me.
To Alex.
Oh my god, it is.
It's a little silver package.
Nice silver, nicely wrapped.
That is, it's very cute.
Oh,
Get up in the mic there, man.
oh, it is.
What have we got?
Oh, it's something.
It's tightly wrapped.
It is tightly wrapped. Jesus.
There we go. Get in there.
We've got it. We've got it.
Get in there.
It's a game. It's Antidote.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Antidote.
Now I do know that one. It's a good one.
Ooh,
Have you played it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Michael's
it
recommendation.
counts as
Gemma
poison.
does have it. It is quite a good game.
Ooh,
Very cool.
Thank you, whoever. I'll guess you after Secret Santa.
very nice.
Thank you. That's awesome.
And then
you,
next
thank
up
you.
we have Kris.
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
You love it.
it's past the parcel.
Well, Michael handed it to me, so surely it was from him. Okay, we've got birds, Christmassy birds.
Lovely. I like that no one's doubled up on packaging so far.
Wait, you mean that like no one has
No one had the
It's
exact
Wrapped
same
well,
gift wrap.
Wrapping-
and it's
yeah.
a large book.
Oh my god, that's a
God,
thick
that is
boy.
a big
Wrapped
boy.
very well.
That's a thick
Oh,
What have we got there?
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
That's thick.
This is some kind of beautiful soft cover of Les Mis.
Ooh,
okay.
Oh, it's the.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very
That's-
nice.
It looks like a Bible.
Have you read it?
It does look like a Bible.
It does
No,
look a
I
bit
have
like
not
a
read
Bible.
the book before. Oh, this really is a fine.
Now, Chris, can you just sing us the
Book
first
here.
page there?
Look down.
Just hold up. Just hold
It's gonna
up.
be like.
I would like
Hardy
to
Grey.
apologize in advance. I am the last person, but I'd like to apologize in advance to whoever got me. As I just feel like I would have been the hardest to buy for, as the token female of the show. I don't know. Maybe do we?
Oh yeah, because I really love my Bunnings and BCF vouchers over here.
That is true. That's very
BCF
true.
-ing
Good
fun.
point.
And this is a large book.
It is.
That
It
is
is
a
a
thick-
How
chunky
small
one.
is the
Thickens.
writing?
It's
It
quite
thickens.
small.
It
It's
is
so
quite
small.
small.
There we go.
Thank
It's a big
you.
one.
It's got a bag of lollies.
I have a. I wish. I'm.
Can you imagine if it is just from the lolly shop that's in the
That
mall?
wouldn't be the worst thing. Oh my!
That would be
Can
great.
you imagine? Can you believe
Ooh,
this is right up my alley?
talking to the mic.
This is right up my alley.
There we go.
We're drinking gin right now. Can I
Oh my
squeeze
God, we
one
are.
in? Can
It's
I
a gin
squeeze one
drinker.
into my? And they've got juniper berries in there. This is incredible.
That's a very nice little jar.
That is it's a sweet jar. I'm going to repurpose the jar once I'm done eating the fruit.
Oh, we love a
and I
repurposed
always,
jar.
I'm known for, I always eat my garnishes. I always eat my garnishes. So now
Yumma.
Well, there you go.
this person knows that I am
Alrighty.
alcoholic.
Well,
All right,
Braden's.
well,
Thank you.
I made my guess to
Oh.
start
Alright.
with.
Who's my guess?
Secret Santa.
So-
Reveal
My guess is
yourself.
Braden.
I said Chris. So guesses
Shall we throw it a
first?
guess and then
We'll do our guesses first.
All right,
Yeah.
Steph, your guess.
My guess is Braden.
Okay, Alex.
My guess is
Ooh, what
Chris?
happened there?
My guess is Braden.
My guess is Steph. So,
Ooh.
So,
Braden's Secret Santa reveal themselves.
Oh, your mic's not working all of a sudden. Move that back in.
Hello.
There we go.
Oh,
I have Braden.
Oi,
Hey.
thank you very much.
And there's a small story to
Oh.
just give.
I love it.
Let's hear it.
Because that's the second one I bought because I accidentally dropped and destroyed the first
Oh,
one.
Incredible.
And it was like the design. I was like, oh, and there's
Oh
a
my
Boba Fett
God.
show coming out, right?
yeah, and it comes out on my birthday, in fact.
There you go.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, this is great. Really cool design. And I was getting out the car and I was holding it by the tag and
my
it just
God.
onto the pavement, rolled the entire way down my driveway onto the concrete. And I could hear it, the metal
Yeah.
on metal
Oh
on
my
concrete, and I
God.
just knew it was ruined.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So now you have a destroyed one.
I have a really scuffed, scratched one.
You've got a battle damage
yeah,
one.
that's true.
So
Battle
if you'd like to swap it.
Oh, that's fun.
but
That's
you've
so
got
good.
the good one.
Very nice, very nice. I like it. Thank you, Chris.
Alrighty.
No worries.
Steph.
What was your guess, Steph?
Who's your guess?
I guessed Braden.
So who
Alright.
had Steph?
Thank
Michael.
you.
It was me.
Thanks, Michael. I'm putting
And
a
yes,
juniper berry.
to answer your question before, yes, it was very hard to think of something to get you. I was
sorry.
originally going to buy you a Ratatouille calendar.
That would have been
That's a
evil.
dream.
That
Oh
would
my
have been
God.
evil.
And then I was
would've
going to
been
see if
so
I could find a
funny.
Timothy Chalamet one.
Um,
And then I walked into a store and I saw the gin stuff. I was like, you know what,
You're
that
like,
works too.
I'm
has
putting a
to be
juniper
that.
berry in my Tanqueray.
Just one
right-
single
yeah.
juniper berry?
Yeah, like I'm gonna
incredible.
get down
I think it's
there.
the
I
most
did.
Steph
I did
thing
like look
ever.
at all the jars and picked out the one that had like the most juniper berries to orange
Oh my
content in
God.
them.
You look.
That's great. There we go. Drop, drop, drop. It looks a
There we
little
go.
bit
Okay.
just four in there.
I'll put some more. in.
Alex,
There we go.
who'd you say yours was?
Well, I said Michael, but now I've just learned that that's not the case.
Oh.
Well-
Do you want to try and have a second guess?
No, because
Now his odds
no,
are
it's only,
dramatically
it's only
increased.
between you
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
two. And yeah.
It was me.
Ooh.
It was me. I looked up so many gosh darn games for our price bracket that we were in, and that one seems like really interesting, really fun.
Okay, I love these like little. It's kind of like Coop has like
Yeah,
a
it
really
was-
small game.
That's
but
what
it
I
can be really
thought.
Fun.
It's
That's
got
awesome.
similar vibes to Coup, where it's there's a bit of deception in there as well.
I can-
I
you just
love
Like you
that
want to
feature.
help people,
I
but you
can
also want
guarantee
to
it
try
is.
and win.
It's a very big like process of elimination
Yeah.
game because like you only know certain little bits of information. So you got to remember what you've seen.
Yeah.
You got to kind of and
But
then
you
like
don't wanna
watch what
gi-
people are doing as
You
well.
don't want to give out too much information
Exactly.
either, because you still want to win.
So I
compared
think
to
you'll
others.
like it.
Okay,
It should
I'm
be good
keen.
fun.
It'll be
Okay.
making an appearance in the next game tonight.
Very nice, Chris.
Who did you say was your guess?
I said Braden, but it's Steph. No.
Oh,
Oh,
out of
It's
nowhere.
Alex. It's Alex?
It's me.
Oh,
Well done.
Okay, because I went birds on the wrapping, and I thought Steph, and
Yeah.
then last second I was like, no, bookstore, Braden.
Yeah, oh, good fake out.
I got you later.
yeah, and then it was Alex. Got
Well
me
done.
Liz.
Trick.
Okay,
It was actually really hard because
yeah.
I had a choice. It was The Count of Monte Cristo
Yep.
or Les Mis, and I was going to go with The Count, and then I went back to the bookstore to get it, and they didn't have it, so I had to go get Les Mis.
This is
It's
beautiful.
a very nice. I guess
Yeah,
it's a very nice copy as well.
Yeah,
Like,
it
I
is.
don't know. I like this kind of
It is a
soft,
very
hard.
It's
kind
a
of
but
thing
it's
we
like
got
a,
going here.
it's
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
like an
yeah,
old
yeah.
school sort of thing.
It's
It's
like
not like
a-
a picture on the
it's
front.
like a leather bound.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
It's also
an
great
old
'cause
book
it's not
from
the
Harry
movie
Potter or
poster.
I'm not
something.
sure if you read it, but I remember we had our Les Mis face on the show.
We
Yeah.
did. We did. Even if I mean, I'm not sure if I'll try. we'll
It's
see.
a-
The writing is
It's a
quite
hefty
small.
read.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
this is
hefty
a
read.
beautiful piece.
Which could only mean
nonetheless.
It'll look
one
nice on the
thing.
shelf.
Yeah.
I
The
was
ribbon.
correct.
The ribbon. Yeah, you were
The
right,
ribbon-
Michael. The ribbon.
The
just-
second the
is
ribbon came
fantastic.
They got a
out,
tray,
I'm very
don't they?
excited.
I was gonna say you didn't open it when you when you opened it, but it's a comic book cookbook. So it's
That's cool.
if anyone likes ramen, we have the ramen version at Greenlight Comics.
Want?
do you?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a
Well,
ramen
all I
version.
need to do is find
got it
the
for
exact
cheaper.
one that I like,
could've
and then
got it
I'm
way cheaper.
done. So
You also could have got yours way cheaper, but
yeah.
this is
never
just
mind.
like detail.
I'm just getting low key like life inspiration from the front. It's just little captions.
Now-
if no one loved,
I
the
will
sun
say-
would
No,
go
thank
out.
you, Steph.
I
This
would-
is great.
That's okay. I would like you to bring me some dumplings, please.
Okay.
If possible by like.
I'd like
New
you to
Year's.
bring me
th-
some life advice. With
this is a
the Les
present
Mis.
with a
Yeah,
second
there's
part
an
to it.
expectation.
The guilty one is the one who commits the sin, but he who causes the darkness. So it's not the one who commits the sin.
Just
Butchered
as
it
they
immediately.
wanted it to be. My
Wow.
God.
That was a bit wholesome,
The
wasn't
one
it?
page I opened up to was maple bacon and egg dumplings.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
You know what? That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, you can get around that.
Yeah, let's wrap this up actually, because
That
I need
Yeah.
to go get some.
Now we need to
That was so
some
wholesome. Thank
dumplings.
you, everyone, for being
That
a
was
part of that.
great.
That was
That was a
awesome.
very
That was
great idea.
They were
Very
really
cute.
well thought out.
I
That was
think
very
it
sweet.
definitely makes up for the fact that we did the first of our MMT photos with Santa in 2019,
Yeah.
and then COVID hit.
The only
and
reason
we
I,
weren't able to do
I,
it last year.
I haven't suggested about doing it again because they all look so stupid now.
ridiculous. They're like 20
you
feet
sit
away.
so far away. Like even like families with
Yeah.
kids are like sat like Santa's in the middle and it's either side like this,
Yeah.
and it's sort of just awkward.
Looks
Really? I
ridiculous.
have
Yeah.
not seen these.
Haven't
but
you?
It sounds
Oh my
hilarious.
god! We promise you that
The second
we
we
can sit on that man's lap, we'll
We'll
be
be
there
back.
for another one because Chris has not been in an MMT.
I'll be on his
Yeah.
lap with my thumb in
I
my
was
mouth.
gonna say, Chris is definitely the smallest here alongside
Yeah.
Steph. So you two, and I don't think you would really want to.
Also,
Thank you.
Chris
But
wasn't a part of the show.
Chris
when we
wasn't
got
in
the
there,
first one.
so we can be in the same spots we were last time, and then Chris can be on his lap. That'd be great.
Oh,
Awesome.
Gladly.
Beautiful. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Well, shall we
Merry
keep
Christmas.
Should we
rolling
keep trucking
on?
along with the awards.
Michael, I believe you have our next award.
And it is the You Tried Award, I
Ah,
believe.
okay.
for the movie that we all went. Oh, you tried though.
It had potential from trailers and
Oh no,
stuff.
it didn't have potential, but it tried.
It tried.
tried
Movie
to
that
have
makes you
potential.
go, look.
Look,
Alrighty.
All right.
And our nominees are Old, The Little Things, Black Widow, Army of the Dead, and Spiral from the Book of Saw.
This is the question that I skipped because I haven't seen any of them.
Ooh.
So I didn't
So
want to
what
skip
is it
the
going to
votes.
be once I
I'm intrigued to know what to avoid.
kind of mangled it? But you know
That's
what?
all right. It's a bit of fun.
And the winner for the You Tried Award is Black Widow.
Oh, it
Black
tried.
Widow.
It tried.
It tried.
It definitely
Black
tried.
Widow
I can
tried.
back that one.
It tried a couple years
Didn't stick
late.
the landing, but it tried.
Tried to get my money for a ticket, but I didn't.
I
it.
got mine. And I got my money again when it came on Disney Plus.
Don't worry, Disney. I know you're struggling.
I
in your
waited till it was
pockets.
free.
Yeah, smart.
I paid and saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And I think that sums up about the 1 in 5 Marvel fans who went and saw it
Hey,
in cinemas.
that cover of the Nevada song at the beginning was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's about it.
That was cool. That
That's about one of the only
okay.
things I remember.
opening was dark as shit.
It was.
And then it was a Marvel movie.
It tried.
It tried. There we go.
And we have our next award, which is Best Potential. Now,
Ooh.
nominees for Best Potential are Dear Evan Hansen, Reminiscence, Mortal Kombat, Coming to America, and Halloween Kills.
Some of these movies are such a throwback. Like they came out at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, it's been a while for a lot of these, eh? And the winner for Best Potential, Mortal Kombat.
Oh. It's just such a groan, isn't it? It's just a
Kombat.
Oh, bless.
filmed in Adelaide.
Adelaide's own.
It had potential.
But the thing is, it didn't disappoint either.
Didn't disappoint.
didn't hate it.
point,
Had a lot of potential. Was real good fun.
It was.
more people could have seen it.
Yeah.
More
Is
people
that the
could have seen it.
potential it missed?
I think, yeah, honestly.
I didn't see it. My necklace just fell.
Oh, bless.
Karma?
Yeah, I think so.
What happens- you didn't support
The
Adelaide
timing.
Film.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah,
That was
why-
my bad. That
SA Film Organization, they're going to be furious with you.
They will be.
My God.
Sorry, I get the newsletter.
Michael, I believe you have a button for us to hit.
Oh, do I?
You do.
Oh, okay.
Does he remember the button? Oh my god, he does.
Classic Callouts.
There we go.
I did it, guys.
We
You
brought
did
back.
it. How many weeks had it been?
Oh, so many.
I had to class it up tonight.
You did.
Guys, I won't be spinning the wheel tonight because we'll take a week. We're taking
We'll take a break.
Taking some
a
time
break.
off.
So no
Christmas
homework.
break.
No homework for the Christmas break.
Plenty of Christmas movies to watch. Okay, can't be also.
Wait,
That's
we got
right.
we got 4 days to start the 12 days of Christmas, guys.
Oh, no. Oh,
Binge
no.
watch 4 movies?
Yeah. All right.
We did that once.
So this week we had This Is Spinal Tap.
I
And
think this was a really good follow up to Almost Famous.
it was interesting.
was.
They were parallel, weren't they? There were
Yeah.
parallels in one.
Now,
That was
the
something.
question is, how many of us watched it?
I did not.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
picked it.
Okay.
How many of us laughed hysterically during it?
That's a good
It
sign.
was
How many of us have it as a number one so far?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
You love mockumentaries.
I do.
though.
Yeah.
You're a
This is
mockumentary
definitely
guy.
this
up
is
your
my
alley.
film.
If anyone doesn't know, Alex in TAFE made a mockumentary.
I've made a few mockumentaries
More
in my
than one.
time.
How does it rate compared to Pop Star?
The best mockumentary I've seen, like
Is
best
it?
crafted, and it's the funniest.
You can tell it's influenced a lot of things.
Yeah, it is.
And been influenced. Yeah.
Got like this is the only one so far, but Taxi Driver maybe that I've watched and gone, how the fuck have I not watched it so far?
Mm.
This is the one that I just kind of went, you idiot, Alex! How it took you so long to watch this? It is so funny.
I mean, it's 80s rock and a mockumentary.
Yeah.
Like, it's so up your alley.
and I've been like reading. I was reading that the only people that did not find this film a comedy were actual rock stars.
Oh.
They were actual musicians. Like they were all just like they would like bang
Hits
on
a
the
little
head.
too close to
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Like when we were talking earlier, I said I didn't have much to say. It's like I genuinely just like found it funny and very enjoyable, and like I think that's as far as I got. Like
all
I
I
thought,
could do was start quoting from it. Like,
yeah, I don't have much to say in terms of like when we normally have talk about performances and cinematography. I thought the performances was like really great, but like I think all the stuff that comes from this is just how funny it is, and like
It's the timing of the delivery, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
everything.
but
in
like
this film.
Everything
just,
feels
like,
a bit
little bits.
awkward.
Like the one that springs to mind straight away is from early on in the movie when they're talking about like the origins. Like we used to be called the Originals, and somebody else was that, but then we got that name and they became the
standards.
the standards or something. And I was
Yeah.
it's so
We went
it's
back
so,
to the originals.
Yeah, it's so dumb, but like it doesn't sound fake either. Like that's definitely something that would
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It was
This-
just really awkward at bits. Like
Oh.
just the delivery of lines and things, but in the best possible way.
For me, it was the manager. He was
He was
so
so-
perfect.
He had a
And
cricket bat?
I've just watched the Beatles documentary, and he even sounds like the manager from that.
My
When
God.
the way he talks, kind of down, but trying to be on the level of the
Yeah.
artists. Like, obviously, he's like,
He's trying to stay his position
yes,
above.
but he's like, oh yeah, but we could do it like this, like,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
just
that's so good.
perfect.
I did like the choice to make them British as well. I thought that was
Yeah.
so funny.
So it took me so long. No one here has watched Better Call Saul.
no.
No. So the main guy, I can't remember, not Nigel, the other one,
Oh no. I can't
the blonde-haired one.
David?
yeah.
Nigel was a star. Really.
Yeah, Nigel was fantastic, but David's the villain, one of the villains from Better Call Saul, and it took me too long to realize that was him.
Yep.
But favorite scene, like, and it's the one I've actually seen before, and I was like, "This is from this." It's the amp to 11.
A 10
Yeah.
out of 10.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
delivery of him just going. This goes to 11 after like the whole
After
conversation.
the director goes, but why wouldn't you just have 10 be the max?
Yeah, and she's like, that goes to 11.
Oh,
so
please
funny.
go to 11.
Yeah. It's so good. And then the last line of the film, just like, what are the hours?
Yeah, it's like the same way where he like doesn't understand the question, but like computes it in his way.
And I love when they get the cover art and they're like, it can't be any more black. It's black. It's just like,
You can kind of see yourself in it.
yeah.
Not even that. Like when they're describing that first album cover, and it's just like it's a naked girl with a glove shoving it in someone's face. It's like the most outrageous thing, but it's like that's the most like 80s rock
Yeah, you
sort
can
of
picture
thing.
it happening.
I love when they realize of like how they talk about the other guy's cover and it's just like, yeah, but he was the one getting to fire. It's okay. And they're just like, it's a little turn from creative to offensive. That's just like,
I ended up putting it as number 4 on my list. Just Taxi Driver, Midnight Cowboy, Once Upon a Time in the West still trump it a little bit, but it was my favorite of the movies that didn't try to be like such a film in that way. And it was one of the on the shorter end of the movies
Yeah, it
as
was
well.
very short.
It was on the shorter end.
To me,
Eighty-
it was
80
very
minutes.
short, yeah.
It,
Nice.
it was
You're welcome.
Yes,
it was
thank you.
perfect. Like in the sense of what it wanted to be and what it achieved.
Yeah.
It was
What it set out to be is
like,
exactly what
there's
it
not
was.
a fault in that film from what they wanted to do.
Yeah, they seriously captured the satirical element perfectly.
And
yeah.
you know, it was so the fact that it's so deadpan and it's you know, it's completely serious. You watch the difference between this and Popstar. Popstar's more silly. And Popstar's got more outrageous thing where this doesn't really have that.
Yeah.
This is more like this could be real.
Yeah, you can believe that this is
Popstar's
just a
like out
mockumentary.
there to really make fun of like obviously like
Yeah.
and it's also like our sort of time, like the way
The craziness
pop
of
stars are very
modern pop
out
stars.
there and very like
It's emphasized. It's
internet,
overdone.
confused
internet
people.
big.
Yeah.
This film, people thought Spinal Tap was real.
Yeah.
They thought it was
For the
thought
longest
they were
time,
real.
for the
Yeah,
longest
me too.
time as a kid, like seeing the DVD on my like dad's DVD set, like I was just like, oh, is that like an actual like documentary about this band called Spinal Tap? And he had me for a while. He was like, yeah, they're a great band. Like they've done all this stuff, and he would yabber on about them and read off all
But,
these
like, the
facts.
thing
And
is,
as a
if-
kid, I was like, oh yeah,
If you even from the start, if you didn't know it was a mockumentary, the start is very convincing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Five
Rob
minutes
Reiner?
in, I was Googling, like,
Like,
Yeah.
is
is this an
Spinal
actual
Tap a
thing?
real band? It's like, no, they're comedians. Okay.
Rob
It-
Reiner was great as well.
he directed it
yeah,
too.
I was going to say.
The band members wrote it. No, 3 of the band members, the 2 guitarists and the bassist wrote it,
Yeah.
and then Rob Reiner also wrote it.
I would say the most ridiculous thing about the movie would be like the drummer, right? The drummer, the most.
Oh, he just keeps dying. They keep-
Under
Yeah, they
suspicious
keep dying.
circumstances
they
every
talk-
time.
in the
When they
beginning,
ask the newest drummer, and he's like, so law of averages says you will survive. Like, it's so good. Like,
I love the beginning in the interview where they're just like, well, he died in a freak gardening accident. And then,
like spontaneous combustion. It actually happens a lot.
Yeah.
But
even
you
when
don't
they-
hear about
and
it.
When
it's
they're
just
describing the other dude, it's like, oh, so the act, what was written down was he choked on vomit. It wasn't
Some-
his.
someone
vomit.
else's vomit.
Someone else's vomit, but you can't dust for
can't
vomit.
dust.
they don't have the
vomit.
technology to.
As soon as he said you can't dust vomit, I lost it. I was like, because it's such like a little
Yeah,
throw.
yeah.
It's just a throwaway, like because
They're
it's
just
obviously as
idiots.
it's ending and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the next scene starting as he says that, and it's just like if you weren't listening or you're paying attention to something else, it's just completely thrown
The
away.
deadpanness, it's like
So
you,
good.
You realize that the limo driver isn't mad that they cut him off. He's just mad that they don't appreciate
Yeah, he's-
Frank Sinatra. like,
He's like, they just don't understand because Sinatra just.
yeah.
so
God.
good. Yeah, I loved everything about it. Like,
Yeah.
and look, the fact of being an hour and 25 minutes helped.
Helped.
Like, it
Super
just-
accessible.
Super accessible. It flew by, and it was just so.
It
It
doesn't-
is very.
it
Fun. I
doesn't
want to
very
say
funny.
this is probably the funniest movie we've
I think so.
watched.
Classics, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
for
funniest classic. Yep.
Yeah, which
What did-
means it's not exactly up against like rip roaring comedies because we're trying to
No.
watch some
That's
actual
true.
cinema.
This is the one out of them
Cinema.
all I'm going to rewatch the most.
yeah,
Yeah, agree.
Bodyguard was a comedy.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
What did
you guys laughed heaps at
What did you guys rate it?
5.
I gave it, I think, 4.5 or 4. 4 probably.
I'm sitting at a 4.
I haven't
But like I can very much appreciate why you're at a 5 and like because you
Yeah.
love mockumentaries and stuff. But
I haven't rated it, but I don't know if I would give a 4 to a comedy.
A
Maybe
4?
3.5
Okay.
probably. Just because
Ooh.
it's comedy. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, my rating system it's elite.
Yeah.
Chris has his rating system and he sticks by it.
Yes.
Very nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
loved it.
Well, I want to shout out people we love, which is our Patreons. Patreon.com/Millennial Talk, where you can chuck us a buck or two and help support the show, make it happen. We're going to be buying some new gear in the new year.
Hopefully.
Because we broke some things this year and we need to fix
Broke
it.
some hearts, broke some gear.
I think
Yeah.
I broke most of the equipment.
Yes.
Do I win the award for?
Most
Oh,
broken
yeah,
equipment,
we should have thrown in some like, little personal awards.
That's the one personal award.
Did I
No,
break all the equipment?
Broke most of the
I
equipment.
think you did break most of the equipment. But if you want to support us and
we
make
also
sure
want to talk about the time you dropped a weight on the,
I was
on the
looking-
mixer.
I was
Still
looking, I was
working.
looking for the den.
That's still working.
the weight on the mixer, that was terrifying.
That was a scary day at the
Thank
office.
you so
works.
much, Jai Perry. You're a massive,
Jai.
massive
Go Jai.
supporter of the
Love you,
show,
Jai.
and we thank you so
we
much.
seriously do love you, Jar.
You were the best. You're the best of
That,
us.
for some reason, that did not sound sincere.
No,
Even
well,
though
no.
it was-
It was
I
just
thought
trying to
sounded
get
too
in.
sincere.
It was very sarcastic. It
I'm
sounded.
in love with Jar.
Oh, okay. So it was
He
too
just
real.
doesn't, he
Yeah,
doesn't want to be
sorry.
over eager. You know?
Yeah, I'm trying to downplay it.
Yeah. Well, Chris, don't downplay this because you've got the next award.
Okay.
Go, Chris.
And the next award on the board is So Good It's Bad Award. So this is the movie that was
It's
maybe
so bad it's good. That's next.
That's next.
yes. So maybe the movie that was so good that it made you think or it made you feel, and that in turn was bad.
Yeah, it made you feel negative emotions, but
Yeah.
not
Is
about
that-
the film, about the subject matter.
Yeah, but the film itself, great craft.
Great.
Did it
Does
great.
that make sense?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
It's the film that made us all go, fuck life shit.
The well-crafted
Yeah.
film that made us, think
Made
badly.
us cry a little bit inside. The letter openness being passed.
And with that train wreck,
It's
nominees
definitely the
are-
one that not that most people who voted didn't
Yeah,
understand.
you've got
What?
the results. You know how many people
I know-
skipped
yeah.
things.
yeah. So
Oh, I see.
the nominees for So Bad,
Did you say so gay?
Good,
So good it's bad.
So Good, It's Bad
There we go.
is Don't Look Up, Bad Trip, Burning, Knit Ram, and 9 Days.
Here we go.
And the MMT award goes to Don't Look Up on
Oh, thank
Netflix.
God.
Well done. Well done.
I myself
We're happy
saw
with
this
this.
one coming.
Yeah.
Yes,
Happy
so
with
did I,
this.
but we will
If
talk about that
If
later.
only
in
more
the show.
people saw it coming.
So
Well, more
Yeah.
people will see
Yes.
it eventually.
when more people go and see Don't Look Up, they will realize that this is a brilliant satire and look at today's world. And unfortunately, it's so brilliant
Yeah.
that it really depresses you.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
really.
we'll,
I had an
Nauseatingly
existential
so.
crisis
Oh, we'll
driving
talk-
home
we'll
from this
talk
movie.
about that.
we'll talk about it a bit
Yeah.
more, and I have severe comments on that. Very much so. But for now, in a little bit more of a cheery note, Michael, you've got our next award.
All right, so our next award, pretty much the complete opposite. We have So Bad It's Good. Those movies that, even though they're bad, you can't help but enjoy.
I hope I love him. God love him.
So our nominees are Fast 9.
Ugh.
Hey.
Oh, straight out the gate.
They
Steph didn't enjoy that one.
I
We're
couldn't even get through the
acknowledging it at its
nominees.
bad. Can we just say we're acknowledging it's bad here?
Yeah, you're agreeing with them.
Now, you're going to have to make it start again because you just
my
interrupted.
God. Here we
The
go.
Dropping the
nominees
tension.
are
Yes, here we go.
Fast 9, Free Guy, Space Jam, A New Legacy, Dear Evan Hansen, and Halloween Kills.
I will admit one of these things is not like the other.
Well, yeah, very much so.
I just know what Randy would pick.
Yeah.
And the winner is Free Guy.
Free guy.
Wait, okay, but are we? I don't know if we're. Okay, sorry. No, yeah, go.
Well
Free
done.
Guy.
Go Marvel and Disney, another
Free
one.
Guy.
Ryan Reynolds.
I find it interesting because, I mean, Free Guy, as far as I was concerned, like wasn't bad to begin with, and so
Free Guy's bad.
We did.
No.
We
If
did
you're a
have a
gamer.
comment from
we've got
a
hate on this.
friend of the show saying he
I love Free
didn't
Guy.
think it deserved to be
No.
there.
He said Free Guy is great and he'll die on that hill. They were the words.
I
They-
also agree because I really
Well,
enjoyed
look,
Free Guy.
look, the audience agreed too. They was their favorite. It was they saw it as the best film out of all the ones we had nominated.
Okay, this is so good, it's so bad, it's good, right?
Yeah.
That's Free Guy.
Yeah.
I love Free Guy. Free Guy's a fun movie.
But it's not great.
It's cringe ass. Have you seen Free Guy?
It's Ryan
I
Reynolds.
really liked it.
The show.
yeah.
Yeah, that means it did its job. That's why it's in the category.
Exactly.
Suppose.
I love
What
Free
did
Guy.
I vote for? What were the options? What did I vote for?
You just read them.
I know.
Fast 9.
No, I didn't vote
You
for Fast
definitely
9.
voted for Fast 9. You,
Space Jam. Do you vote for Space
I voted
Jam?
for Space Jam.
You're the Space Jam vote.
I like Looney Tunes.
you're the Space Jam vote.
No way.
I can't remember.
Oh my god, that would have been.
It was definitely
amazing.
between.
I
It
like
was a
Happy
close
Time.
one between Free Guy and Fast 9.
Okay.
That makes sense.
That.
Okay, in that case, I'm glad Free Guys won. Yeah.
You just didn't want Vin Diesel to accept his award.
He would have come.
Didn't want to have
too.
to get him on the air.
He would have come.
He would have. He goes to any show.
He would have come.
He will go on any show.
To be
and
fair,
he will
Ryan
accept
Reynolds would have come.
He probably would have.
we could probably send him a message with like, "Hey, we gave you an award in our show," and he might not actually respond on public, but he might respond to us.
Yeah, we love him. God love him.
Okay.
We can try.
What's next, Brad?
Next up is a little bit of a spoiler warning on this one. So if you're watching in the YouTube, you can skip ahead if you want, because I imagine we're going to get into some. Deep
We're
stuff.
spoiling Spider-Man.
Just put in the,
Spider-Man.
put
It's
in the
happening.
description how
Been
far
out-
to skip.
Yeah, I'll put the time
been
code
out
in there. You'll
nearly
be
a
able to
week.
skip it.
You've had your time.
It's
if
been
you're
out for a
fan.
week. If
If
you're,
it hasn't been spoiled for you on Instagram or any
On
other
a
social media
TikTok.
by now,
Yeah.
And
you're lucky.
as we haven't really sat together and
Talked
talked
about
at
it
all,
even.
really, it's definitely going to be a
This-
very spoilery talk.
This is the big talk.
yeah, this is going to be a big talk.
Big moment.
Well, who's kicking it off?
this is the best Marvel movie to date.
And that's coming from
Do you
Chris.
mean
Thoughts?
MCU or like
Best
full Marvel?
MCU.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
This is-
almost agree. Almost
I
entirely.
only have two above this, and I was talking to you earlier. The only two I have above this one is Infinity War and Endgame.
I like
I can
Doctor
agree with
Strange.
that.
Full.
I like Doctor
Full.
Strange.
Oh,
Like-
Doctor. No.
Doctor Strange is
Don't
my
you be
favourite.
saying Doctor Strange is above this.
I really like Doctor
Yeah,
Strange.
yeah, no, you do enjoy Doctor Strange, but it's not.
I might need to go back and rewatch.
Yeah, I was
Doctor
gonna
Strange.
say,
but this,
Steph, I really like Doctor Strange.
You enjoyed Doctor Strange
isn't
in this movie?
in my like top
I,
5.
yes, that's true. That is also true. I kind of get the best of both worlds.
Yo.
don't
We
Talk
I?
about how it
Not in this movie as much as everyone thought.
That is true.
No.
That is true.
this not only so it got reported yesterday that this is the third highest grossing biggest weekend of all time.
Yup.
News came out today. It's the second best weekend of all time.
Number
It-
one being
Endgame.
Okay,
This
yep.
Infinity War. So Tom
Oh.
Holland and
Ooh.
Benedict Cumberbatch, they're in the top 3.
Damn.
Oh.
Wow.
Money.
Not bad. Money.
Yeah. So
God damn, that's impressive.
It
do
was amazing,
do
right?
we-
It was incredible.
it's surreal. That's my big
That
thing.
is- I
It's,
can-
it's surreal.
Can I go straight out with a spoiler? When I came out of my first viewing, I was driving home and I was thinking about all the amazing things that I'd just seen. And then at one point, as I was driving home thinking about everything else, I went, fuck, Charlie Cox was in that movie.
Yeah.
He's at the start and you completely forget about
Is
it.
that Daredevil?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's Flash, Chris.
The Flash, yeah. I just remembered that one of the TV show characters rocked up
Chris-
and I said it was Flash.
Chris knows this movie goes, so that was Flash, right? As
That
a
was
lawyer.
Flash,
Right? Flash turned up.
Oh my God.
One of those
it's so
TV
good.
characters.
That's why he caught the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's fast.
I it's actually made me want to go back and try to watch the Marvel shows now. Because I've never finished a season of these shows. I just always feel like they go for too long, like
Yeah.
13 episodes, an hour long each. That's
all the ones that aren't Disney.
too much commitment for Alex.
Can I give you my hot takes on what ones you should watch?
I know it. All of Daredevil,
Daredevil,
Luke Cage season 1.
Luke Cage season 1 until something happens and bad guys change.
And Jessica Jones. season
And
1.
Jessica Jones is fantastic.
I heard Defenders and the other ones.
I've never watched all of. I stopped watching Iron Fist and I never watched Defenders.
I've
There was
seen all of
also
Jessica
Agents of
Jones.
Shield.
Oh well, yeah, that's different.
They're
different.
at different levels.
They're different. They're fine.
Yeah. Daredevil's in the film. He's a really good lawyer.
Yeah.
You know,
He gets a great line.
Yeah.
Yep, it's
Uh,
good fun.
but some other people in this film.
There's some other
oh,
people
yeah.
in this film.
Now, up until I want to talk about people who stole the film, because up until the last hour, there's a certain someone who owned this movie in every scene he was in. That's Willem Dafoe,
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
returning as Goblin, which is Green Goblin,
time.
Norman Osborn.
Big time.
I'm seeing a lot of things on TikTok with him being interviewed, and he was talking about the suit in the first place, like the first Sam Raimi movie. And he said, I stood, like when they fitted the suit, I stood there for hours and they're fitting bits and pieces. It was so uncomfortable. And the pictures came out like, yeah, that thing would be uncomfortable.
Yeah, that
like,
looks horrible.
The love he has for this role.
so the best thing they did
I
in
think
this
he did his
film-
own stunts.
Yeah, that's the only reason he
Wow.
wants. It's the big.
Yep.
He said
How
he'd
old is
only
he?
come back if he did that.
70?
He looks
No,
great
50?
for his age too. He doesn't look like he's aged
In
much
between
since
50
Sam
and
Raimi.
70, I'm saying.
Okay,
Um,
thank
Chris
you.
has got his guess in.
So
what to be 75?
the best thing they did in
He's
this
66.
There you go.
Got
the,
him.
the best thing they did in this film was destroy that helmet.
Yes.
Oh,
Because-
straight away.
because
Let
you've
you
got-
see his
He
face.
was so much better in that hood, in the raggedy.
Yeah, and because you can see just like when
That
when it's
manic
Goblin
smile.
and you know when
it's
it's
that
Norman.
big smile. That's
Oh,
what like
his
that's
face.
when like
the
Did
line
he
delivery
get into
too.
character?
Dude,
Oh,
like
yeah.
everyone thinks of like, oh yeah, rubber face, like it's Jim Carrey. And Jim Carrey definitely holds the crown of rubber face. But Willem Dafoe, I couldn't imagine his smile stretching any further than it
yeah,
goes.
it was
It's
very big green.
ridiculous.
William Dafoe had to come in from the Toby universe and be a villain for Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did he pull that off?
Yeah.
God.
So he did the biggest thing in the film where we lost Aunt May.
Yeah.
And the best thing about this whole trilogy was that the whole time we've been like, okay, so we've missed the origin story. We didn't see Uncle Ben. We didn't see him get bitten by the spiders. And now we watch this and we realize the only thing we missed is the spider bite because all 3 films has been his origin story.
This is the origin story. And
This
where
is-
we
yeah.
finish is like more akin to where
I've
Toby's
we get
at.
we get the with great power must come great responsibility this time, which is I think look, Toby's films are always like I said in the review we posted. Is it to me, personally, is it as good as the first 2 Toby films? No, but that's more of a credit to the Sam Raimi films than a detriment to this film.
yeah.
It's hard when they're a retrospective
Yeah.
so long ago. It's a
And
different
also,
world when they came
Toby's
out. Obviously.
he's my guy.
I think
And
When I think of Spider-Man, like it obviously it's Toby. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, we grew up.
I thought it was you, but
We saw those in the movies.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went when I saw it. I said I had 2 very minor nitpicky issues with the film, and one of them was pretty much blown out of the water for me anyway because I was told that is canon to the comics, and so I shouldn't have an issue with it in the first place. And so That was when I was like, I'm annoyed that they're giving Ned powers. I'm like, what's that about? I was like, what's going on with that? And so
the fact that Ned says the line of like, "I swear I will never become a superhero,
Great moment.
a
That
was the
supervillain,
best.
and you will kill
Yeah.
me."
So
And I was just sitting there, and I was just like,
The
That
silence
whole
after
it's
it
that
was,
whole sequence of like him
I heard
just
like
learning all their
5
other
people-
best friends.
I heard like 5 to 8 other people in the cinema at the same time all go, just everyone
they're the
knowing.
comic book.
Yeah.
See, I had no
So-
idea about that, and I was like, oh, I don't love that creative choice. The other creative choice that I had as was an issue with the movie was I was like, they're really just fixing Tom Holland's mistake the whole movie. I'm like, I didn't
But
like
that's
the actual-
Spider-Man. He's
That's-
got to take
I
responsibility.
didn't like the premise about the fact that he should have just. I was just like, the whole time.
But
He should have just
it's-
listened to Doctor Strange. But that's just a personal opinion.
But it's
Right,
that,
but
and
like-
that
to
was
me-
why I
let,
give it
let
4.5.
Let me counter. Is
A
that
rebuttal?
it's Spider-Man? Like this is probably the most Spider-Man plot-wise film
Yeah.
these trilogies gone to. You know, Spider-Man's about taking responsibility, learning. He's a kid.
He's trying to balance
I
his
got-
life.
There was
He's
a
trying to
big
balance his
kid
life
moment.
between.
To add what you're saying, I have seen like pictures and people are like sort of summing up the trilogy. So the first one, you get the keen teenager who's just so sort of over eager to become an Avenger. I can't really remember what they put for the second one. I think it was something about like learning like how to.
He's trying
to
to learn
trust.
how to balance it.
Yeah, yeah.
Second
And
one's
then-
learning who to trust.
Yeah. And then the third one is like realizing what it takes to really become a superhero.
Yeah, he becomes Spider-Man
Yeah.
in this film. By the end of this film,
Yeah. And it's like, yeah.
Peter Parker is dead.
you know, and
essentially,
people like upon
I
my
like the
second
ending. I did like the ending.
upon my second viewing, like at the first time I watched it, I went, I can understand why people don't like the fact that, you know, people think Doctor Strange has some bad character, like he has bad character choice. He shouldn't have done what he done. But when I watch it the second time, I go, you know, they kind of just say that he feels bad for the kid. This kid has saved the world twice, 3 times actually, and what's he got from it? And his life is ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he says to, as Wong is trying to leave because he doesn't want to be held accountable for what's going on, he says, he's like, hasn't the kid gone through enough?
Exactly, he's gone through enough.
Like his
He
life
just-
and his friend's life have been ruined by this.
Yeah. You know, their whole futures are done now. They
yeah.
can't go like and you know, you can look at Tom Holland's character and go, well, he's Spider-Man, he's still got a future. He can still be a superhero.
Yeah.
Then MJ and Ned, no, they're done. They're just normally they're only ever going to be Spider-Man's second in
Like, they're gonna be that
his
dead,
posse.
Yeah.
No one's going to want to hire them
No.
because they're his friends. So
They can-
they're targets. So wherever they work is going to get bombed.
And we've learned in the MCU this year, especially this year, that just being a superhero doesn't pay.
No, not at all.
No.
I liked that they went into all of these consequences, and I liked that that Spider-Man went to go and try and get that fixed. As a personal preference, I was like, I can't appreciate the heroicism of the end result when I was like, it's just a consequence of your own actions. So really, you should
to me,
be
like he
fixing your
goes, he has
mistake.
major character development because he's so selfish in that first spell where he's like, he goes, I want everyone to forget that Peter Parker's Spider-Man. He doesn't want to actually like that spell by itself would work. That'd be fine. But then he goes, oh, but MJ should know. He's like, he wants to make his life easier without
Yeah.
having to retell these
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And then
That's
at the
what it
end,
is, yeah.
he finally steps up, takes responsibility, and goes, like,
Just do the
just
read.
make sure
blanket,
everyone
yeah.
forgets me.
Make
Like,
sure everyone's okay.
like-
It's
like
'cause
no one even remembers
he's
me.
He's just wanting the world to where he wants it at that point.
Yeah,
Like
that's
the
character
select
development.
the select few that he wants to know, not the whole world. It's either like sort of in his, it's like, you know, all or nothing like sort of thing.
as Christian would say, that's the source.
That was the source. Look,
That was the source.
there was a moment in this film where the opening happens. I'm like, all right, this is a little like, it was just this kind of silly spell.
Yeah.
And then when Tom Holland decides to turn against Doctor Strange, I'm like, no, like what? Like that's such a quick decision. What is your plan here? I'm like, oh, he's 15. He doesn't have a plan.
Yeah.
He just knows that's bad.
This
and
is-
I'm gonna do different.
Excellent as a Spider-Man story,
Yeah.
and especially Spider-Man as a teen story, because he is human. And the entire thing of Spider-Man has always been that he's the most relatable superhero ever because he's just a broke teen who's trying to make life work and he's trying to have a girlfriend and trying to be a superhero at the same time.
Obviously, and when it comes to all the villains from the other other movies,
Yeah.
like obviously we know people die and stuff. So, and it's like Tom learns that. You also see like because he's had Iron Man die and all this.
He's
sort
had a lot of
stuff.
people around him die.
He's been through all that stuff. So all he wants to do is also help people. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't want to like defeat the bad guy. Like he just wants to genuinely help people. And I think he sees he sees the good side of everybody. Like
Honestly, like during the film, he sold me on that. I was going like, no, like go with what Doctor Strange is doing. And when he brings them all to the apartment, I'm like OCD, like they were contained. Everything was
They're
safe.
gonna freak out
Yeah.
and they're gonna ruin everything.
Yes. And then Tom Holland does the chip on Dr.
Yeah.
Octavius and he's back. and he's normal, and he's like,
And
oh
all
my
of a sudden
god,
there's hope.
He sold me on the idea.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, we can fix this.
Yeah.
They're not like I would have killed Doc Ock right at the start, and now he's back. Like,
The thing,
yes.
the whole thing with that whole scene, what like in my head, I really hope didn't happen, and it didn't. Is when, like when the three of them decide that they don't want the help, they're going to be bad, sort of thing, and Electro zaps Doc Ock away. I was about to say, oh no, we're going to get the chips fried again, sort of thing. And
I
Doc
did
Ock's
think the
back.
same.
Doc
Yeah.
Ock's back to being
I didn't
bad.
think that, but I can absolutely see.
So
it.
I
like
was
in my
like, oh,
head,
yep.
I was like, oh, is it like that small glimpse of hope? Like, oh, he did try to help people, and this
Yeah.
is what ends up happening. Like, that whole like
The
everything
really
you touch
narcissistic
gets
view.
destroyed, like
but
sort
then,
of thing.
I mean, talking about the ending, like when Doc Ock does come back, it just shows that what he did paid off, like helping them paid off. Because
I was so
and then his
happy when
lines
he
with
like,
Toby.
yeah,
we got. All right, we haven't mentioned it yet.
They're
but,
here.
but
they're back.
the sons of bitches did it.
Yeah.
They put Garfield and Garfield. I was saying before that Defoe stole the first hour and a half of this film.
Yep.
Garfield just snatched that from him in the last hour.
I
Yeah.
completely 150% agree.
do.
He is acting his ass off in this film,
And
and
he
it
was
was
great.
so good.
And we're going we have to get Amazing Spider-Man 3 now,
'Cause look,
or
Toby's
at least
little-
something.
People are talking about it now, aren't they?
Yeah,
Oh, that
Toby's
would be
a little
nice.
older. Like Toby was like more centered, kind of.
Yeah.
He's moving on with MJ.
He was the mentor.
But like we left Andrew
At
at,
a dark-
at a not a good place.
Dark place.
And he was dealing with some stuff.
Dude,
and he got
his-
he got his redemption.
His
Like,
Yeah.
line where
Yeah.
he says that he was just full of rage and hate, I was instantly
He
just
stopped
like,
pulling his punches.
I was not pulling his punches. I was like, he is talking about how he felt about the role of Spider-Man. That is Andrew Garfield talking in this scene. It is so raw and emotional. And he's like, he's in that. He knows that he felt rage and hate for it.
This movie, I think I ran through the spectrum of emotions. Like, like when Andrew and Toby showed up, I was so over the moon.
Yeah.
It had me shocked at parts. It had me tearing up. It had me laughing. Like, it literally just crossed everything.
They were in it so much
Just-
more than we all thought.
They
so.
went all in.
But
They
the
went
thing
all
is-
in.
Yeah.
The thing
Yeah.
is, the original doubt we all had when it was sort of like, started to be announced that we thought it was going to be overcrowded. Too much.
It wasn't.
It's
They did
worked.
it. It's
I think they nailed it on the head. Like
It's-
any
and-
less, and it'll be sort of like, oh, we should have had
Yeah.
more time with them. Any more, I think, especially any more with all the villains
Yeah.
together.
It's because the first half an hour of this is kind of trying to like wrap up Far From Home,
Yeah.
the cliffhanger,
And
and
the
then
revelations.
and then also be the catalyst for the rest of this film. The next hour, we're with the villains. Then the last hour just goes, we're fucking giving them to you. We're giving you
Yeah.
Thomas.
And we're giving you
And-
lengthy scenes with them.
and-
We're not holding any punches. We're not doing any quick cuts or anything. Like, we are letting you live in this awkward moment where there's three awkward social Peter Parkers
Yeah.
who are just trying to figure shit
But like
out.
just the whole
Yeah,
the
and-
whole scene, like when they're setting up for the big battle at the end, and it's
The
not even.
conversation.
It's not even the first conversation. It's them just trying, like, even in mid-fight, they're trying to figure out which one's Spidey one, which
Yes.
one's Spidey two. It's
Favorite
like them-
moment is Andrew just going, Peter number 3. Just the way he does
Oh,
that,
man.
it's so
Okay.
good. He's just like, okay.
But
I feel
going
like-
back a bit earlier to that
Yeah.
conversation, I know I feel like some people might groan as like, oh, it's a bit, sort of in your face. But like when they're like questioning Toby about, oh, like it comes out of you.
It's fan service, but I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Service me.
It's,
No,
it's
it
but
was
like
fine.
it's a
Yeah.
genuine but I feel like it's fan service to genuine questions.
Yeah.
It's like
It wasn't out of nowhere. Like
Yeah.
There's
that,
only
that
one
question would
moment.
arise.
Yeah.
They're setting theirs up. And
Yeah.
he's like, what's that?
There's
he nails it.
there's only one moment throughout this whole film that I went, that was cheeky. And
Yeah,
that's
and I
the-
agree. Yeah.
And that's I'm something of a scientist myself.
Oh,
that was the
so
only
cheeky.
If
That was
anything
too
was a
cheeky.
forced meme, that was a forced
Oh
meme.
my
Yeah.
god! That was the only forced meme.
Power of the
sure that
sun.
the
Power of the
audience
sun in the
applauded.
palm
Oh,
of my
I mean,
hands.
I didn't think
he
of that
says
as-
more than once,
Well,
which is why.
true.
But that kind of the second time especially because he's holding the Iraq.
Yeah, and
the
it,
Arc Race.
I
it
think it
was
would've been
truly
cool if-
what he wanted.
I think
infinite
it's
power.
cool if they had saved it for then. When he just says it as like he's still freaking out at the fact that his machine's just disappeared in front of him.
He's like remembering
Yeah,
it.
that would like I don't think that's necessary there, but like man, so cool. Oh,
yeah.
back to him, Andrew saying I'm Peter number 3. I feel like that was just Andrew being like, I know I'm everyone's favorite third favorite Spider-Man. Like I get it.
But
I
I'm
like
Spider-Man.
self-aware.
Honestly, they're all great for their different reasons.
Yeah.
They're-
But look, their any scene with the three of them, their interactions, whether it was sad and it was sad, or funny or anything, it was just perfect. The three of them were just the chemistry.
And-
Where
Oh,
does
cracking
superhero movies
lower back
rate
problem.
on your film ranking, Christian? If comedies
This is a real
can't
movie.
get
This isn't a superhero movie.
Is that right?
This is a real movie.
This is the most superhero movie.
Yeah,
Well,
but you know what I mean.
But it had the sauce.
I gave
It
it.
had the
I
sauce.
gave it
This
4.5.
was a real movie. Yeah,
Despite
this didn't
my-
coast off the franchise.
What? Sorry.
It didn't like coast off the franchise. This
Oh,
on
okay.
its own
I-
is
Stood on its
great.
own.
I said to someone who asked me about it, could you just watch this movie by itself? And I think you 100% could.
You could,
You
but-
get all the basis for where everyone's at the start of the film. You get introductions to all the villains. You get introductions to the Peters. Like,
My
You
my
couldn't
thing
not
is though
love
is
the
that
3 Spideys,
Yeah.
even if you didn't
you
know
wouldn't. Toby's character, you probably don't need to watch his other 3.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably have because it's fucking Toby.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got the best ones.
them. Yeah, do it.
But Andrews, I feel like you need to. You at least you need to watch that last one.
Yeah, no,
Especially-
I
Yeah,
definitely,
oh, yeah.
I definitely couldn't connect. Like, I thought he was fantastic, but like some of the, and like obviously like
Him
the,
saving Zendaya was like,
Oh my
the-
God.
the-
Obviously
the
that's
fact that the film like that was stuff that like they never really alluded to, but fans
you could really
theorized.
guess it.
Fans went, oh, wouldn't it be amazing if
And then the trailer
If
came
Andrew
out.
was there.
if
yeah.
Andrew caught her in that moment, and then they just did it. Like it was.
I tell you
Yeah.
what, I fucking teared the hell up at that point. But just because Andrew's face is selling it so much, he's
Yeah.
freaking out and he is praying to
Obviously,
God.
like, I remember
Yeah.
that much, but it's like all the little sort of
them
comments.
swinging together, the big moment when they swing together,
and then they all land,
and then they land. Toby lands first, Andrew lands second, Tom lands third.
and they all do their different
They
poses.
do their classic poses
Yeah.
from their different films.
It was that is the biggest goosebump moment of the film because
Yeah.
you like and when you watch them and they're swinging together, they're using each other to
Dude,
swing.
when they
Yeah, they
propel
do a
the
little-
other two forward,
Yeah.
Off each
oh,
other.
It's incredible.
Yep.
It's I
I'm
was
very
just
excited to
watching
go
it
back and see
because
this,
especially like I feel like, I don't want to be like we're the ones that deserve this most, but we're the perfect age for this film because we grew up as kids watching Toby.
yeah.
We were old enough to go
We
to
were
the
in our
theater, especially
teens.
Yeah.
mainly for the second
I
and
saw the
third.
first all 3 in cinemas.
I think I saw 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I don't
theaters.
think I saw any of them.
We were in
but
our
I always
teams
I
for
watched them all when I was a kid.
ASM.
We were in our teams for Andrew, and honestly, we probably when we originally all saw Andrews, we probably thought they were good films, and we really enjoyed.
I like
them.
number
The first
one.
one, yeah.
I
not the second
totally, well, I totally enjoyed them.
Yeah, and then Tom comes out, and we go, he's good as well. We like him as Spider-Man. This
Yep.
guy can stay.
we like this.
So just seeing like our childhood and our teenage years, and
All
now
come together.
Come
The
together.
Nice
culmination
little bow
of
on
your
it.
entire adolescence, isn't it?
yeah, it
And-
was incredible.
Yeah.
Mm.
And for me, the emotional highs when they're on the rooftop
Yeah.
at the school
Oh.
in Peter One's spot.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I believe at the start of that scene, he says that they don't understand what he's going through. what he's
Yeah.
feeling.
And Andrew is just like, you can tell he's trying to convey that he
but,
does.
Yeah, they don't know what to say, but they're like,
They get
Yeah.
it because they're him.
Yeah,
and then, he says, with great power comes great responsibility.
Toby's face as it
And the
crash
other two
zooms
are
on him.
like,
Toby
Huh?
finishes it. Yeah,
Yeah, and then he's like, how do you know that? And he's like, Uncle Ben said that to me the day I'm almost like,
Yeah.
It's
that I
brilliant.
cry. I was like almost
really well
like
done.
that got me. When
Yeah.
they just the 3 of them realized that was it happened to all of them,
Yeah.
and it meant the same thing.
Yeah.
And like,
That's what makes them Spider-Man.
yeah,
that's the source.
yeah.
the
That
thing
was
that
the
got
sauce.
the thing that got me tearing up the most was like the whole sort of last interaction, like before the solutions, but between Tom and
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
you know
You're in a lot of
she
pain,
goes,
aren't
I
you?
love you,
Yeah.
and he goes back saying, she's like, no, just tell me when you find me again. It's just sort of like
I
it's like just because you sort of knew what was gonna happen.
but
like,
Aunt May's death scene when
Oh my
That
god,
shocked
it's
me.
so
That-
long.
she doesn't
Yeah.
think that she's dying,
She
that
doesn't know.
crushes.
Yeah.
She just thinks she's out of breath. She's just like, let me catch my breath. Like,
And
she's
it's
catching my
well,
breath.
I thought
It's
she was okay.
It's long
I
enough to
didn't.
make the
She got-
audio believe it's a fake out.
She got smacked by that
Yeah, no,
glider.
but, like,
fucking
yeah, 'cause
I
hard.
she
saw
got
you.
up, I
I
was
saw
like,
you
oh.
got like I saw your hands like go
Yeah.
like visible like that when
Yeah.
the boards went through. And I'm sort of like
I was like,
my
oh,
eyes just
fuck.
sort of like bulged out of my head. Like I just
Yeah.
had no idea.
It
And
was
Goblin had
wild.
stakes. When Goblin showed up, I like
Things happen.
He killed freaking Aunt May. When he showed up again, and he's just throwing bombs, and
Yeah.
he gives them back the thing with the bomb in it.
Yeah.
Like my heart was up when Goblin was on like.
Oh, that
screen. I was-
reveal of the bomb wedged
yeah.
in there, I loved.
Did
like
anyone
he
think?
had gravitas. He had
Yeah.
like power in that
Did
movie.
anyone think
yeah.
Toby was going to die when he got stabbed? Like for the
Nah.
split a
okay,
second, I did.
So I thought that going into the film, if they were in it, I thought if they're going to kill someone off, they're going to kill Toby off. But then when they had
When
the
Aunt May
conversation, when Aunt May died, but also when they had the conversation where he was saying that him and MJ they eventually got there,
Yep.
that was when I was like, they're not going to kill
No,
him.
they're gonna let him have his.
I
happy
just felt
ending.
like
Yeah.
that his universe kind of needs a Spider-Man. Like they're not going to leave one of the
Yeah.
universes without a Spider-Man. But when he
fucking-
was stabbed, I thought,
Their universe don't have all the others.
The,
Yeah, exactly.
the fake out of him being like the Avengers. What are
Are
they?
they a band? Are you in a
Yeah.
band?
Oh my god, that was
Yeah.
so good because all of a sudden you're like, are the Avengers in the Raimi universe? What? And then no, it's total fake out.
I got to give like we're talking about. We've been given like Andrew props
Toby.
for And like Toby, but I gotta give props to especially Tom Holland in his fight against Goblin
Oh,
because
rage mode.
he's doing what like how Andrew was feeling. It's just pure rage.
Yeah.
Like he's just lost Aunt May to these people. He was trying to help. He's going all out and like the big Batista bomb. I was like, ooh,
Oh man,
yeah.
it looked brutal.
I just want to talk like thank you, Marvel. You got it with this one. You didn't get it with Far From Home, but you got it with this. You don't need to undercut serious moments with humor.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you've got the moment where Toby jumps in and stops the glider from killing him, no words too, which is incredible.
Yeah.
All just like Toby's facial expression it's incredible.
Yeah.
And they just had the conversation earlier where they're talking about that rage.
Yeah.
And I feel like like the Goblin specifically was really what Toby and Tom had in common,
Yeah.
and then it was the MJ and the Gwen stuff is more the young relationship stuff that he had in common with
Andrew.
Andrew Garfield.
yeah.
And that was why Toby came in and stopped him from striking down his foe.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. Yeah. Like
Okay. I have one final point that I want to ask everyone about. How does everyone feel about how it left off?
Love it. Perfect.
Yeah.
We've
Love
got
it.
Spider-Man
I do.
now. We've got poor Spider-Man. He make no Stark tech.
Yep.
Love it.
Oh,
yeah, we're
dude,
back to-
And there's-
I'm
there's
so
the
excited to see the new suit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited.
He's poor. He's a poor kid that lives in a shitty apartment.
Yeah.
He's barely
and he
making
can
rent.
swing out straight into New York now. He's in New York.
We might finally get photography, Tom, too.
Yeah.
Where he tucks up photography because, like, I can imagine, like, I mean, with Toby in the originals, he was already, and so was Garfield.
Yep.
They were already big into photography. In this, I feel like if they're gonna do it, they're just gonna be like, Tom Holland goes, "Well, I can do this. I can take photos of myself.
I can
as
take photos of
Spider-Man."
me.
As Spider-Man. That's
This is
gonna be
the
easy.
this is the
But the
quickest
thing
way I
is,
can
does
make money of
Does
myself.
this also lead into the Daily Bugle being big? Because remember, it starts off in his
It's him in his
basement, then he
garage,
gets,
and
and
then-
then he's in an actual studio.
The cut to the green screen made me laugh so hard.
And he's like in an actual studio. So it's like, does this then also have that? So then he ends up being there.
Yeah.
Like,
One more quick little thing is the moment with Zendaya
At the
at
end.
the
I feel like
end.
there's room for speculation.
Yeah.
That something might happen there. You know, like we don't
I
know
really liked
exactly
it. Well, they're going to Boston.
how their memory is.
I love
gone.
that. I love that. You know, they didn't do Fantastic Beasts 1 where they walk in at the end and
Yeah.
I just know each other immediately.
yeah, he remembers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
But like
those-
Tom, you know, it's the moment where you feel like Tom's gonna do it, but then he sees the Band-Aid and he goes, "I've hurt you." He
Yep.
goes,
Yeah, I
he's just
can't
like-
put you in harm's way.
That's the
again.
moment he
That
goes,
happened
"I'm
'cause
not
of
doing
me."
it." He's like, "You've been hurt."
Like
because
I'm
of
very
because
like
of me.
it's the same. There was another movie that we talked about a while ago where I had the same sort of thing. Like I wanted them to be like him to say it all and like everything to be okay because like I've like really liked their sort of chemistry in these movies, but like I'm also very okay with where it went. Like after that like that conversation before they did the resolution, it was sort of like he come to terms with it, but like. It was so sad. Like I felt really sad about it, and it was sort of like the say it to me when you see me again
Yeah.
sort of thing. And it's like you know he was just like fighting back, just wanting to like say I love you. Like we've been through all this together. But I think like the sort of in his head the moment when the Band-Aid comes and he clicks, it's like
Yeah.
I can't.
He's
it
like,
can't.
"You've been hurt,
and like
you're
and
hurt
like
'cause of
obviously
me."
the fact
Yep.
that they also got into college is like well
Yeah.
like you guys can have a good
Guys,
life now.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if look, Zendaya is one of the biggest movie stars at the moment. And MJ is one of the biggest characters in Spider-Man. They're going to be back in some capacity, but I hope we get a Gwen now. Maybe?
I don't know. If you throw a Gwen straight at me next movie, I'll be like, "Come on,
Yeah,
come on,
yeah.
Peter."
We just lost MJ.
I kind of
Yeah.
do want to just have a film where he's like, I feel like at the end of the next movie, you can introduce someone
Yeah.
or MJ can come back in or something. But I feel like, the next movie, I just want something. I want a crazy Spider-Man thing, which is just about him trying to make ends meet.
Well, I'd like to know exactly how it goes with like Ned and MJ. Like
Yeah, I do.
'Cause
I do want to know what's up with them.
they would remember being at the center of this
All
like,
these Spider-Man
big
things.
event,
As happy
right?
as we
but
found
not
out
know
with-
why
Yeah.
or why they were there.
Zendaya, or
Yeah.
MJ got saved by Spider-Man so many times,
Well,
but
we
she
found-
doesn't
Wait a
connect
minute,
why.
I don't remember. Yeah, like
Yeah.
is she gonna be
There's
like?
a bee trying to
I
go.
meant to know who Spider-Man is.
I'm also assuming
Yeah.
that for everyone else in the world who forgot Peter Parker, that whenever they like see Spider-Man, like especially the Avengers, like Doctor Strange, like whenever they think of Spider-Man, I assume they now just see him in his mask and he never takes his mask off.
Yeah.
yeah,
I assume that's what they remember.
I like.
Yeah, that's what I don't get.
Mm.
Yeah,
that was a TikTok that was
the
really
intricacies of that. I
Yeah.
want to know.
Oh, hey, don't even get me started on the different dimensions that all the different other characters go back to, because
Oh yeah.
if Willem Dafoe's alive, then that means that Harry doesn't go to Doc Ock at the start of Spider-Man 2, and then Doc Ock doesn't happen. Like, there's so many other different things that don't happen, but That's a whole nother kettle.
Alex,
of
what
fish.
were you trying to say?
There was a TikTok where
You good?
there was
Just unplug that.
there was a really funny TikTok where it's like Zendaya when she first looks at her phone after forgetting Peter Parker, she's like, "Who the fuck's on my phone screen?"
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What were you saying about Happy as
Oh,
well?
that would be funny if that just spoiled it all.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be so good.
but-
Happy being like a
well,
nurse
Happy.
Spider-Man.
We found out from Happy that Happy remembers knowing Spider-Man and everything.
But not knowing who it is.
Yeah,
It's
not
just,
Imagine-
you don't know the
yeah.
identity.
Imagine everyone just knows him
The-
as with his mask.
That's
on,
what I mean. Room for speculation. Because when Zendaya's like, "I'll work it out. I've worked it out before." I'm like, she's gonna be like, "Yeah, why the hell was I there?"
Yeah, why was I around
Yeah.
so many
She
different
might
Spider-Man
not
things?
realize that it's her boyfriend.
Why
but
was
she
I-
might be like, "I meant to know him."
Why was I
Like,
swinging
yeah.
around with Spider-Man? Like casually, not
Yeah.
being rescued, just swinging around with him.
Why
in
were they
general.
there at all?
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, I love this movie.
that was
so
a big
much.
talk.
That-
There's big talk about Spider-Man.
It was
Big
it was.
talk. Are we ready for our next award?
We are.
Yes.
It is for Best Supporting Performance. And the nominees are, there's a lot of nominees here, it's okay. I will borrow that. Thank you very much. Nominees are,
Kill the bee.
oh, there's a B.
I'm terrified.
Do you want me to try and sort it?
Is it? What's it doing? Is it just being
It's hanging
weird?
out.
I'm noticing a lot of bees acting weird, and it's quite worrying.
We shouldn't kill the bee.
I think the bees in general are
I
dying.
think-
we
I think,
shouldn't kill the bees.
we
Earth
won't
is
kill the B.
dying enough.
yeah,
Like, we
We'll
don't
talk
need to
about.
do
We'll
that.
talk about that.
yeah.
Josh Lawson for Mortal Kombat.
Nominees.
Ben Affleck for The Last Duel, Oscar Isaac for Dune, Kirsten Dunst for The Power of the Dog, Olga Merediz for In the Heights, Alexandra Shipp for Tick Tick Boom, Robin De Jesus for Tick Tick Boom, Kobe Smith McPhee, The Power of the Dog, Cillian Murphy for A Quiet Place Part 2, and Rebecca Ferguson for Dune. And your winner for Best Supporting Performance as I open up the letter. Man, letter openers work.
Yeah.
Winner is Oscar Isaac for Dune.
Hey.
That good looking man. Goddamn.
He's pretty good looking.
He's 7
Yeah,
out.
he's pretty good looking.
Do we think he just won for his looks?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
a powerful beard.
Yes. Yeah.
Wasn't the standout performance?
No,
of
to
June.
me, yeah.
To me,
It was-
yeah.
Do we
I-
want to get into that then? Or no?
Do we have the who got nominated?
For best performance overall.
Best supporting performance.
I voted for Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy was winning, and Oscar Isaac just took over.
It's pronounced Killian.
Cillian,
Okay.
Billion.
Whichever one you like.
I like
Cillian.
Cillian.
You like Cillian?
I think I
No,
said
it's silly.
Cillian, didn't
Yeah.
I?
No, I'm
I
talking
like
about
Cillian.
supporting performance. Who the nominees are?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think Cillian got my vote. I thought he was awesome in that movie.
Mm.
But Oscar Isaac, congratulations to people voted you.
Mm. The man's people. The people's man?
I'm not mad.
The people decided.
People's man.
So what's our next?
South Park.
Oh,
South
We're gonna
Park.
talk
Get
about
on it.
post-
Final
COVID.
one.
the return of COVID.
Yes.
Post-COVID, the return of COVID.
You heard me talk about this on the show a few weeks ago. I was one happy bee.
Now the thing is,
Watching-
I'll jump in. From just his talk of this episode made me get Paramount so I could binge watch the first all 3 of the COVID specials in preparation to watch this second one.
Oh, was it worth it?
Yes.
This was my favorite of the
This
trilogy.
is my favorite.
My
This is my
favorite.
favorite of the quad.
It was
So
hilarious.
funny.
It's such a good payoff too. Look, I'm so happy it was Butters, just Butters. Like we all knew it was Butters,
Victor
but
Chouse.
Victor Charles, we didn't know if he was going to be actually insane or and I like what they did with it. Like,
You called it his first line.
hey,
Are
hey
we
fellas.
spoiling
Yeah.
or are we?
Yes. Look,
He said we're talking spoilers. Come on.
yeah.
Oh,
would
okay.
have I preferred if his parents just left him in there because it's Butters and they just wanted to ground him permanently?
Yeah.
Maybe, but I also love the solution where they went to the movies and never came back, and so he was just grounded in his room.
Yeah. For
Just
16
indefinitely.
years.
16
Which
years.
is, I find it quite funny because it was like, oh, even though COVID finished, he was still grounded, and then
Yeah.
they went out and never came back.
Yeah.
And he had nothing left to do but research
scour the internet.
NFTs.
That is also that killed me as soon as he
That's-
started doing that.
I thought it was going to be crypto. I was like, oh, I bet he got into crypto or something. And then NFTs.
And just like when they're like, you didn't give him a piece of paper, did you?
yeah, when he starts crafting it.
Or I could
it's
think-
South Park.
It's just I was wondering to see what it was, and it's just the cup so he could talk to the wall.
All I could think about was the Butters Bottom Bitch episode when he just walks around to all the the prostitutes and goes, "Hey, bitch, you want to make some fucking money?" So good. I love.
Make some fucking money.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was going to be a villain. I thought he was going to be on the side of the good guys, which was a bit unfortunate. But you know,
It was still great. Like it was
Yeah.
perfect.
But like, I don't
there
think
was
he played like the worst villain though. It was sort of just Butters. It was just
It's just
he's
butter-
just got the
and
power of
still-
persuasion.
He still goes to the toilet the same way.
Yeah,
the whole
pants to
pulling
the
it,
floor.
and then when
I
Cartman walks in, he's just like
Yeah,
flailing
whoa.
around.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
saw
yeah,
some
we saw.
Butters peen.
Yeah,
Forgot about that.
Saw
We
but
did.
some butterdong.
Yeah,
Full
we did.
butters.
got
And
full butter.
The whole
Full
stick of butter.
The whole
Whole
hey. I was
And
wondering
then-
why Braden was looking at me so seriously all of a sudden.
I was just waiting for its space.
Yeah.
And then we got all hamburgers. Great.
Yeah.
Like fucking. And then Cartman. I'm so
Cartman.
happy it was Cartman.
I
just
am
like,
sad for Cartman.
Yeah,
But-
it really
Real
does make
arc.
you feel sad.
He had a
for
real
him.
arc, this one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like he was just like it was his family. He was a genuine like
Yeah.
believer of the Jewish faith, and
But it all works. Like I
Yeah.
felt like when we see homeless Cartman,
yeah,
it was like, yeah, this is the grown up Cartman you'd expect if you're just normally watching the series.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like yeah,
And,
and,
like-
and that was what happened when they stay together.
and it's the fact that like no, in the only reality when Cartman is happy is the one where everyone else is miserable.
What
Yeah.
about the throwback to Heather? Heather, what's her last name? The
Oh, the
Oh,
fart.
fart.
Clippers
Fart.
versus the Nuggets.
That's
the
so
game,
funny.
The fart in
When-
PE
when-
class.
Yeah.
when they
Yeah.
always adults go
plan.
visit her and they're just like,
We know what you did.
we know what you did. He's like,
All right, sweet
yes, you
pea."
did, sweetie. Yes, you did, sweetie. Bye." It's so funny.
Or even
Yeah.
just Carl getting an Alexa as well.
Oh, the Alexa.
Oh, the Alexa.
the absolute
Oh my
like,
God.
the tentacles.
When you don't know yet, like that, like when it gets really angry at Kyle, but
Yeah.
before that, when Stan's like, "Dude, shut
the
up!"
fuck. He's like, shut the
so
fuck.
good.
And we had the wholesome moment with Tegrity Weed when he makes the weed instead of burning down. Shelly
Yeah.
doesn't die.
COVID happened. Space Jam 2 happened.
That's it. When I heard Space Jam, who
I
would
like-
have thought
I
we
like
were
her-
talking about that again?
I love no Stan. You're what killed our fucking family.
Yeah, Randy was
It's like
amazing.
Blade Runner, like tears in the rain, and they're
Yeah.
just like, "Go away, not now, Stan." Like, attempts to die, and Stan's like, "Dad."
So I wonder
now.
how the rest
Not
of the
now.
show, how the rest of the show is going to work. Are they just going to pretend like none of that ever happened?
I reckon we might go back to. I think the next season 24 will be dropping starting January.
Okay.
Look, I don't mind. I thought these two together were, especially like both of the post-COVID ones. I think if you talk about it as like a nearly 2-hour film, I think it's better than the actual South Park movie. The actual South Park movie is phenomenal, Oscar nominated. But this is just like peak.
Yeah. The whole system, they've done these 4 specials.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll
yeah.
admit that I think my least favorite would be the vaccination special.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Um,
agree. I can agree with that, especially having watched it. It is the week, especially after these last two coming out.
This one had the sauce.
This,
So
this,
The sauce.
this one had
if the first part had some sauce, this one had all the sauce.
Yeah.
this had the
Ike.
Ike, the
Oh.
ending where they're
Ike.
all there. I love. Give me more South Park Canadians.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And-
think we do need more South Park Canadians.
Yeah, so I love it. And then I'm pretty sure that there's a visual joke in there where Kyle's kids they allude that Kyle married Cartman's wife in the other future
Oh.
in this
Oh,
one.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Because
they
he
look
runs
the
up that
same,
little
don't
Jewish
The
they?
kids have the
They
same.
look the same.
There's something that
The Anne
definitely.
Frank joke. Sorry, just
Oh my
quickly.
God.
Just
Oh,
staying
oh
in, the,
my
in the
God.
attic.
I'm just
Yeah,
writing
I
a diary
wrote-
of all the things Uncle Kyle's done to us. Cartman's just like, I love you so much.
But like,
So bad.
even sorry to quickly, but that fight between the two in the church when the wife comes in, like I genuinely thought like that was going to be the moment where it's either you're going to find out Cartman's just been playing this the whole time as a big fuck you, or then you find out like it was
genuine.
genuine. It was genuine.
It was
But
genuine.
like I feel like in that entire thing, if that's the moment they're going to drop it, that would have been because it would have been like the whole thing. It's like no, fuck you, Carl. Like just
It's
come
just like
straight into it.
Kyle brings out the worst in Cartman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fat, the foundation to
Fat.
fight
Yeah.
against time travel.
Can
My
we change it to
God.
fit?
Yeah. But just how Cartman keeps having to justify, we'll do anything to stop time travel, even if that means time traveling ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Everyone
was
should go and watch it.
everything I wanted.
It was a perfect finale to the.
It was.
Are you ready for your?
Very
Oh,
nice.
is it my next? Is it my
Steph,
next one?
it's our second to last
This
award.
is a pretty big one.
It's a big one.
Best performance.
Best performance.
Here we go.
Oh, you're going to give me this. This is a little bit.
You got a hell of a lot to read here.
I've got a lot to read. I've got the letter opener though, which is something. But yes, the nominees are for best performance: Jodie Comer for The Last Duel, Benedict Cumberbatch for The Power of the Dog, Ray Fine for The Dig, Daniel Kaluuya for Judas and the Black Messiah, Andrew Garfield for Tick Tick Boom, Timothée Chalamet for Dune, Adam Driver for The Last Duel, Melissa Barrera for In the Heights, Thomasin McKenzie for Last Night in Soho, and Will Smith for King Richard.
Woof.
This
That's
is
a
going to be.
big one.
a lot there.
I actually don't know.
I'm
who
very
this is.
curious to what this
vote.
is going to be. There's
Yeah.
one I hope.
Alex,
It's
how
not
many
opener.
people ended up voting in total as Steph opens this?
We had 55 votes in total.
That's amazing. Steph, who won?
The winner is Andrew Garfield
Yes.
for Tick Tick Boom.
Yes. We love
Was
to see
this
it.
intentional to give me
What?
the award
love
where
to see
I
it.
wanted nothing more than for my boy to win.
Well,
You rip it, make me.
he didn't have the best performance though, Steph. That's
No.
the
I
thing.
haven't seen Tick Tick Boom. To be
should
fair,
watch-
I
You're
need
gonna,
to watch.
you're gonna watch Tick Tick Boom and you're gonna be like, my boy could have done better.
All right, I'm actually.
Andrew Garfield
honestly,
is
I believe it.
Fantastic.
He's great in
in
Tick
this
Tick
movie.
Boom.
Okay.
I am not mad that he's won. Just from what I've heard about this movie,
I will
seems
say
like
this:
it'd be great.
Ray Fiennes was second. before the
Wow.
Dig.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, a lot of people watched The Dig
I was
apparently.
gonna say
Honestly,
that's
big
huge,
respect for
'cause-
Ray Fiennes. He really captured something in a few of his monologues in that movie. Yeah.
Mm.
Have
Yeah,
you seen
so-
it too?
Yes.
He's
I nominated.
He's the only one that's seen it.
Oh.
Nominated him.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
So yeah,
That makes me very. I did see like a post and someone's like, Andrew Garfield really did save 2021.
Yeah, wow, he super did.
he
eh?
had a big year.
He did.
wow, he has.
Massive
had a
year
comeback.
for him. Far out.
Give
I,
him Spider-Man 3.
I hope we
guys.
see him in more stuff, including Spider-Man 3. I'm
Yeah.
all for it.
I've seen people speculate that like they hope that if they want to do Tom Hardy versus Spider-Man, they should do versus Andrew Spider-Man.
Oh, I like that. I like
But
that.
I also love quickly Spider-Man post credit. I love that Tom Hardy just gets dropped and leaves.
Dude.
And
So-
Danny Roy has playing the bartender from
Such-
Ted Lasso.
Oh, is it? That's cool.
So surely Danny Ray has the next Venom.
Yeah, Paul was like-
The fucking fake out of Tom, like from the post credits of Venom 2.
We had a
with him
Sinister Six.
popping
One
up.
of them just got drunk in a bar.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he just didn't go to the US to visit him.
It makes sense.
It was great. I loved it. And it was such like a fuck you, Sony. Like it was such a little joke. I loved it. So now they can do their own separate shit and it'll be great. We'll
That's
see
get-
what the fuck happens with Morbius.
Let's get political.
Well,
Let's
yes.
get
We
political.
spoke about this last
Political.
episode, right?
Yeah. Well, you and I did.
You
but
and I
three
did.
People who
Yeah.
In
haven't
which
seen
me
it.
and
I don't
Alex
know what's
then
getting
rushed
political.
off from the episode to go see
Oh,
If
it.
you're
yes,
wondering
you
why
watched
the
it.
episode wasn't an hour long, it was because one, there was a false start, and two, you guys really wanted to go see this movie.
Yeah.
I will very quickly start off. Don't Look Up. This is an old cast discussion this week.
Ah, this is what we're talking about. Nice.
Yeah. I will start this with what you mentioned earlier, Chris, in the fact that this is quite a depressing film. I think this film legitimately sent me into possibly the most depressive episode
So
I
bad
have
it's good.
had
So good it's
in
bad.
the last couple months.
It was a
Like,
weird night. After
straight
seeing that.
up.
It really was.
Down, aren't you?
Yeah.
I was meant to go and have an eye test the next morning, and I just couldn't get out of bed. Like I was like, not to get too personal, I was not doing well. Like from an
I've seen it
overall
3
positivity
times.
point.
I had a 45-minute drive home, and there was no
Silence?
It was silence. I was deep in thought
Yeah.
the entire
How long
time.
did
It's
we
just-
stand outside
It's just
talking about
Yeah,
this?
Mike and I
nauseating.
stood outside for a while
It
talking
was a
about
good,
it.
probably
Yeah.
close to an hour, just like us standing there. And me pretty much just regurgitating the whole thing. The only way I've so far been able to articulate my thoughts on this movie properly is, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That is literally all I can say. Like, I've tried to tell people to go watch this movie, and they're like, oh, like, you know,
All
was it
I
really
have
good? And I'm
done-
just like, fuck.
All I've done is tell people to watch this movie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and no one has even heard of it.
Well, yeah, that's the
What
thing.
is going on?
I
They
will
will
say,
Friday when it comes out. on
Christmas
Netflix.
Eve.
yeah, I
I
can't
walked in-
wait
I
for people to
walked-
see it on Netflix.
When I got home,
start
the
telling
first
people
thing
it's a Christmas movie.
True. I just want
Don't look
Leo,
up. Don't look at Santa.
Leo on the poster, front center on Netflix, get to trending, and
Yeah.
people will see it.
Yeah.
That's all-
The cast alone will get it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you
Leo
put-
on the poster, people watch
You
it.
put
Yeah.
anyone who's in that film on the poster, and people will watch it.
I got like obviously I got home, and the first like as I walked through the back, Dad's sitting in the shed. The first thing I did is like, Dad, next week when this comes on Netflix,
Yep.
if there is any movie you need to sit down and watch, please watch this.
Yes.
He's like, oh, why was it good? And I was like, yes.
It's the best film of the year.
It's my
Best
best
film-
picture.
film of
It's
the
my
year.
best picture.
It won't get- and sadly, it
that
won't get
when the
nominated for
credits
Best
were rolling. I knew that it was my
It's
best picture.
insane.
Yeah.
It was just so necessary
Yeah.
and
and so well done.
and it's getting shit reviews.
It is. And
But we
is
called
that
them out.
political?
We did call
Yeah.
them out in our review, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah,
Yep.
They have their own financial and political agenda.
Yep.
that's right.
And
Instead of talking about how we feel, like the movie.
point of the movie. It's
Yeah.
the point of the movie.
It's
Yes,
just like the people
exactly.
who, yeah,
It's perfect satire.
and we've seen. You look at the reviews, and like, is much of us just going like people can just go, "Oh, you guys love it. That you're just biased, or you don't want to even hear the other side." I'm open to hear the other side, but I've read the reviews for the other side. What's your side?
They're laughable.
They're like-
They
they
jokes.
can't explain
Yeah,
what
talking-
the issue is with
talking
the
about
movie.
they're
it.
explaining the plot and then not saying why they think it's
Yeah.
bad.
I think that their biggest issues are something like, even the ensemble cast couldn't save the movie. Or,
That's it.
And I was like,
So-
from
like,
what?
as we're
Save
walking
it
out,
from
There's
was
what?
like on the
Like,
nose
what-
satire.
Yeah.
Have
Do
you,
you
not
remember
seen satire?
The Will Ferrell comparison?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
I
that
didn't
made
get that
no
at all.
sense.
And they
I
said
was
something
like,
about how
how?
Leonardo DiCaprio,
yeah.
he was harnessed or something. They harnessed him for something
I
else.
thought he was
and they let him fizzle out.
fantastic.
Let him
Like,
fizzle out.
Do you know what that line was about?
Yeah, I'll find it.
Get that up. That was ridiculous.
They made fun
Yeah.
of Leo's performance, and they said that he fizzled in this, as
No
opposed to
one-
the nuclear energy he brought to other performances. and in my opinion,
He has a scene like that is so passionate. It could be unscripted.
the network scene. Yeah,
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
could,
Do you know-
it could have been
You're
You're
improv.
telling
almost-
me he didn't show up for this film? What are you talking
And the
about?
entire rest of the film, he's playing off casting. Like that's not a role you would ever put Leo
Here's
in
the quote.
prior to this.
McKay takes the nuclear energy within Golden Boy DiCaprio, the kind that gets him Oscar nominations year after year, and he makes him
Does it?
swallow it so that he turns into a mildly amusing Will Ferrell character.
I could never see Will
Absolutely
Ferrell in that
Also,
role.
How is he a Will
Calling-
Ferrell character? Because
He's
Will
not.
Ferrell character is not at all serious,
nowhere
three-dimensional.
near.
Like,
yeah.
Chris, just on like you talking about his performance, what I reckon almost hits just as hard, in my mind at least, is just the one single word of when they realized the thing failed. When the
Yeah.
joint, the UN thing joint,
He's
blew up. And he just turns to the wall and just screams.
And they
Yeah.
cut it.
Fuck.
They
And
cut.
that's it.
They
I
cut.
That was a great
I think
cut.
that almost hits. Like obviously that network scene's hit. So I feel like that just one moment just like shows everything he was feeling there and just exerts it in about a second. And I thought that hit. So that hit like because that sort of like oh fuck.
Can I
I
also just say, what a year for us to watch Network.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, wowzers, what
God,
timing.
I just hope that this movie does something to bring about a little more awareness or change.
I
or-
hope, but
I hope, but that hope was destroyed when I saw the
Rotten Tomatoes
reviews.
score.
But you know,
Yeah.
people like
54%.
people
'Cause I
like
was
us
like-
and people in our generation, it's word of mouth. Like we don't go out and read these reviews
Yeah.
all that often.
Steph, I have a
I want to
have-
know after Netflix.
Yeah.
My hot take on this is, unfortunately, I feel like the people who need to see this movie aren't the people who are gonna watch this movie.
Or
I-
will go
Yeah.
in wanting to hate it.
I just
Yeah.
want to see what the general like people who I know who aren't the biggest film fans are, or like people who I've never really heard take a side or that speak about climate change that
Yeah.
much. I just want to hear what they think about it because like that's what I'm
Definitely.
more interested in. Like even like my parents to a point, just like what did you guys think? Or
I'm
did
definitely-
did you understand what they were trying to
I'm
say?
definitely keen to sit down with Gemma and watch this because she knew I wanted to go see it.
Yeah.
And so like when it comes out, I'll make her sit down and watch this.
Yeah.
Even if I have to sit there and cry or something, I don't know.
It's one of those ones where
that me?
it's a big beetle.
Oh, thank God.
It was a beetle. It was one of those things where I was watching it and I was like, this film isn't trying to send a message to me because I am I'm so advocately on the same side as this movie. And I was like, okay, but we just need to get the people who won't want to see this movie to see this movie.
With an open mind.
And that's the important thing.
I felt like this movie, like as it was happening, like it was just like you said, you're already on that side. So it was just like, yes, this is what I've been thinking, and they're
Yep.
saying it. Like,
They're putting everything exactly how it feels.
yeah, this is like the general
feels-
stuff I think about every day.
It feels like
yeah.
we're trying so hard on our level, and then the people with money and power just choose to not do anything. And that it
And then-
encapsulates that perfectly in such a parody of it. Like,
Yeah.
oh
And
my
then
God.
the other group of the people that support them, and there's a perfect bit with Jonah Hill when he's just like, "We're the cool rich people that help
God.
you fight
Yeah.
the other
Yeah.
rich
Yeah.
people."
We need you guys because you build us up. No, he's like we need
Yeah,
them.
We need them.
because they build you up to support us so we can fight them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
we're
you guys
better
in the
than
middle.
you. Like he says all this stuff
Yeah.
about how much he's better than
People
all the
in the
rednecks.
spa
who
that
Yeah,
walk
but
you
we're
down
on
the
your
corridor.
side.
Yeah, we're on your side,
We're-
but you make us better because we're above you.
Yeah,
like he
yeah.
says all this shit
Yeah, yeah.
like
It's so
out loud.
perfect.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it,
Yeah.
as I think someone said on the show last week, like if this came out, or I might have heard it somewhere else. If this had come out like 10 years ago, people would be like, "This is bonkers. This is ridiculous.
so
It's so
far-fetched.
unbelievable."
It's true.
And
yeah.
we watch
Like-
it in 2020, and we're like, "This is too real."
And the ending is just it's perfect because like if it ended any other way, you would have been disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like what you just said, Brad, like it made me think of those 90s disaster movies like Armageddon.
Yeah.
There's one or two I can think of.
Armageddon, Deep
There's
Impact.
definitely one
Yep.
with that guy in it.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy.
The bald
Chris
guy.
nailed it. Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
That's
Definitely one with
Armageddon.
Bruce Willis
Armageddon.
in there, mining an asteroid somewhere.
Where
That's
they,
Armageddon.
They
Yeah.
send Bruce Willis off to like they literally space him off to
Yeah.
They
fight.
to
send-
nuke an asteroid.
They send astronaut. No, they
Fucking
send
Ron Perlman.
instead
They
of
send oil
They send
team.
a raw,
Yeah.
oil drink team.
So instead of training astronauts how to drill for oil, they train oil drillers how to be astronauts.
Yes. Anyway, I was
Shut the fuck up.
those movies, like the 90s disaster movies, they come from this very 90s point of view of it,
Yeah.
which is like, yeah, we're the humans and yeah, we put our heroes up there and we're fighting behind the heroes. And like the government's all serious, it's all
Yeah.
good. It's kind of what you'd expect back in the 90s.
All the
when
heroes
people
are-
had faith in their government.
All the heroes are working class people.
Yeah.
Like there's all these little things in there.
And it's, America.
It's patriotic.
Yeah, patriotism. But then this just flips it on its head. And it is what has been happening. Like we're in the information age. People are more educated.
Yeah.
Bullshit's
And
getting called out.
less
Like
educated.
the world has changed in the past 20 years,
Yep.
big time,
Yep.
especially in these types of things.
To me, it's the moment that like the moment where I just went, oh, a fucking course is when they're doing it. They're sending the rockets
Oh,
there.
when
They've
they
Yeah.
start
they've
going
got
down.
the shuttles up. They're going in the air.
And then you just hear
and then they just turn them around.
Bash CEO go, Janie. And then
Yeah.
Oh,
Mary
and
then
leads.
you know it was him. Like the second they start going down,
Mark
you're
And,
just
Rylance.
like,
that
oh.
I felt like was an epitome of what happens where heaps of people who know what they're doing put time,
Yep.
effort, they build something, they have a plan, and then one person, rich person, right at the end just goes, nah.
Yeah, no, I
do it
want
my way
it done
instead.
this way.
Yeah.
He's a platinum.
And
He's a
just
platinum.
The
Platinum
power
donor.
that they have allows that, and
Yeah.
that's
The
that's
fact,
a metaphor that
the
happens
fact
all
that
the
it's
time.
all about the donors to the political party.
Yep.
I was like, oh,
That
fuck
was amazing,
Yes,
yeah.
let's talk about this.
Yeah, and then it's just like the head of NASA is one of the super donors.
Yep.
As
Yeah.
well.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's
that woman who was meant to
She's
get
an
fired,
anesthesia.
and then
I
she
could listen to
stayed.
Anesthesiologist.
It's the fact that
Oh.
it's the second time DiCaprio says it is like when they're kind of all in the Oval Office again, and
Yeah.
they're kind of trying to pin it on the head of NASA.
Yep.
And you just hear DiCaprio in the background just go, "She's an anesthesiologist." That kills me.
Yeah.
That's so.
And I think
funny.
there was a Jennifer Lawrence moment where she realizes, because they're like, oh, the head of NASA, and she realizes why their initial reaction was so dumb.
Yeah.
Because they were
Yeah.
thinking they were talking to NASA, and she was like, it doesn't sound like a big deal. And at the time, they were like, what?
What?
And then later on, they realized she's just a political
Yeah.
figurehead. They're like,
It's like, this
mm.
makes more sense.
Like,
This makes more sense.
and
Well-
NASA is pretty much corrupt in today's days. So
Basic.
that's perfect.
But
as
like
well. Yeah.
someone,
Love it.
I wouldn't say I'm sitting on the fence like with these issues. Like I'm very much like on the side of this, but I think this is just sent like this is like you dig yourself a hole. This
It's
is dug,
a
this
horror
has dug
film.
me a hole and I've
It
jumped
is.
into it.
in the
Seriously?
review, I called it a comedy horror for. I think a comedy horror for a reason. A
Even
satire horror.
the jokes
Yeah.
about like her being the head of NASA, and you know what NASA's been doing lately,
Yeah.
spending a lot of money and accomplishing shit all.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
And it's a horror.
It's almost
Yeah.
too true. And
Yeah.
it hurts. It really hurts.
So now what? Maybe for the second week in a row, we say go and watch this movie.
Go.
Yeah.
It's
Please
coming out
do.
Netflix on
You
Friday.
can
the
get it
24th.
from
So
all
accessible.
five of us now. Go watch
Legitimately.
it.
Go
All
watch
five of
it.
So if you or a friend have Amazon Prime and have Netflix, which let's be honest, 90+% of people do, go watch Burning, go watch Don't Look Up,
still need
and
to watch
vote
Burning.
green, you fucking
Watch
idiots.
Burning, then get rid of Prime because Bezos doesn't need any more
Yes.
money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone go pirate Burning.
I was kind of waiting.
Go learn
for-
how our electoral system works when you can put choices.
Yes, because it doesn't work like
People
America.
don't seem to understand how that works.
Yep,
Even
you-
my mum says no, they need the votes.
No.
Vote for who you want to.
Yep.
Please.
Please, dear God, you can put green first, and it's okay.
Yep.
You do not have to stress about
Yes.
the fact that they're not getting
It's
enough
not a
votes.
wasted-
As long
Yeah.
as your major party choices
Yeah.
are in the order you want them,
Yeah.
that's how it will
That's
go.
how it
Your
goes.
vote will count.
Yeah.
Please.
We can do this. We
Yeah.
can do this. It was so close last time. We can do this time. And I really hope we have enough people.
Now
Go see Don't.
the big moment.
Guys,
Finale.
we're here.
we're here.
It's the
Yeah.
last award.
The last award for the night.
Best picture voted by the audience. Our nominees are The Last Duel, Dune, The Mitchells versus the Machines, In the Heights, Tick Tick Boom, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Raya and the Last Dragon, A Quiet Place Part 2, The French Dispatch, and The Power of the Dog.
A lot of big movies.
And
Oh, Steph doesn't want it spoiled for her.
No.
Here we go. Here we go.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for.
And the MMT award goes to Dune.
Ooh. Very nice. Well done to the folks over at Dune.
Well done.
Warner Brothers and Denis
Folks on
Villeneuve.
Arrakis.
Yeah, bloody did it.
Yep.
Add it to the.
Still need to see it.
You know what? I think with this award, I think they'll get greenlit for that second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really going
Yeah,
to push
The
that over
MMT
the edge.
numbers.
For sure.
And
Yeah.
that's done it. Dune. I think Dune's a big winner of the night.
Dune,
Yeah.
Three
Dune
awards.
took away quite a few, didn't it?
We love
Well
Dune.
deserved. We do love Dune. Second
done.
best
Disney-
movie. of
Disney
the
took
year.
away
saw
too.
it, actually just saw it a
Disney
second
took
time
two.
this last weekend. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. It was very good.
Great.
Well,
It goddamn did it.
that's it for episode 137 of Millennial Movie Talk, MMT, your movie podcast. That was the last one for the year.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Merry
and
Christmas.
that's
Was
also
a-
it for the year.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
it for
about
the
to
year.
say.
We're taking a week off.
It was a big episode, so
it was a
big break.
long episode, and I hope you
2
enjoyed
episodes
it.
worth of content.
Almost. We're not sticking around for another half hour. That's a bit much. But
We
thank
don't
you all
have
so
that
much.
to talk about.
We hope you all stay safe this new year and have a happy holiday break. And we hope that you follow us on your podcast service of choice and subscribe over on YouTube and leave a comment on what you thought the awards were like and what you wish won and why everyone should go watch Don't Look Up.
Yes.
And go watch The Last Duel. That's a great movie.
Yeah, I feel
It's
like-
getting
Deserving
high-
also.
It's getting highly under-recognized
Yeah.
for Golden Globes and Oscars and Critics' Choice.
It's
It got
snubbed.
nominated for nothing at all. So
Can I also
I'm
talk
not
about-
sure. Is it accessible? Just a quick
Not
one.
really.
Not yet.
Because I've had movie people tell me that they turned off The Last Duel like
really,
30 minutes
Ooh.
in. And I'm like,
Really?
Oh, they didn't get to the change up.
no.
Oh, then that's
yeah.
the issue.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
But like,
That
is that a
sucks.
problem?
Yeah, it's like,
I
is,
thought-
is that a fault on the film
I
or
was,
is that a
Yeah.
fault on
I
them?
was so hooked from the
Same.
moment.
But I like movies. I like historical movies. You know.
But
I don't
I'm
know.
not even that big into historical films. I just
Yeah.
love good stories, and I don't know.
Oh, time will tell.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Love The Last Duel.
Yeah, and you can support us over at patreon.com/movie talk to help make the show even better in 2022. And again, stay safe in these times. It's wild out there. So please take care of yourself and your family and your loved ones and everyone around you. And I think for the last time this year, with saying that, I'm Braden.
I'm Steph.
I'm Alex,
I'm Christian.
And I'm Michael.
and we're out of here.